after the talking to the canary and the hide and seek with the boob, I thought there was something else that went on, but I don't remember.
I think it was mostly just all we have in the notes is Gedry talking to Zapier and the sarcophagus, trying to find information on the souls and the mercy killers.
Okay, cool. In that case, we can just go to the next day of you guys traveling. I know Northern Goblin said we could use his saves for trying to remove the thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know he can do his spell slots on a short rest, so I mean, basically you want to consider every hour or something, we can try to get our stuff to come off, but I don't know if it's like what the limitations are for the
Yeah.
removals.
I was thinking basically since he's not here, just doing it. I think he can do 2 a day essentially easily. You can just do that as a baseline.
Okay.
Because I think you have it still, and
So
still has it still. Okay. All right. Let's see. First, Kata. Yep, that fails again. And
yay.
still fails again too. Cool. So for this day, you guys are still branded.
Love it.
Remind me again, are you all pretty early risers or like
Gedry is.
I am.
Gedry is? Yeah.
I don't recall if it's come up so far with this one. But sure.
Okay. What about Syl?
Yeah, Syl is, but he stays in his room.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because you do like your meditation kind of thing in the morning.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So the next day, you guys get up, and when you look out the windows, unusually for like usually when you look out, there's no sun in the sky. The sky's just light. There's no stars at night either. I don't know if I remember to mention that. It's just dark. But when you look out the window and you wake up this day, rather than being able to see for miles and miles around you, it's just thick cloud everywhere, all around the castle. Thick cloud. Thick fog. Oh my god. It's purple. It's like you can't, like, as far as you can see, it's fog everywhere. Like you can't even make out like the treetops as you're passing them or anything like that.
I'd probably go and bring it up to Zathir. Like, hey, is this normal in this area?
No, not really. Honestly, I can't remember last time I saw fog at all.
But this is something you've seen then?
I mean,
here?
Occasionally, but it usually stays closer to the ground and it's not this dense.
Well, okay, so long as you don't think it's anything to be worried about. It's just odd, I guess. I don't know enough about this place, so new things are scary.
Yeah, I couldn't say if it is or isn't something to be worried about. So far, nothing's happened. So that's good.
Okay, then. And I'll probably be hanging out kind of like downstairs on one of these little doorways, maybe. Just glancing about for a while, maybe.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? You have reactions to the fog or anything? to alter what you normally do.
I'm just gonna take a moment and measure something out here with my token,
Mm-hmm.
so like other people can go ahead and talk, figure out if this is even feasible for Kedri to do.
I'm gonna say I haven't noticed the fog yet because I'm busy making breakfast.
Okay. Cool. Sounds like Syl's like, wait and see what happens.
I would not have noticed either,
Okay.
because I'd be stuck in meditation.
Mm-hmm. I'm just imagining Gedry walking around the terrace, like doing incantations.
Just looking at the base here, is the whole like tower solid except for the entrances? Like here at there's like 6 entrances around the bottom, I think.
For the most part, most of the layers have windows. Like all of these little things on certain levels are windows. It looks like the topmost floor does not have windows. The second to top does, and then the one with the controller guy does not.
Are they open windows?
They're open windows. Yeah.
Okay. Gedry's just gonna spend the early part of the morning walking around to each of the lower entrances here, and I'm just gonna cast alarm on like the area right around it.
Okay.
Virtually with 10 minutes, and then I'll just do the next one, and it'll take me about an hour to do the whole base.
So, I was imagining you like Hermione walking around doing incantations, so that's essentially what you are doing. I like it. All right. So about the time that you make it back around where Kata is after you've done all of them, both of you notice like in the distance you can just barely make it out. It looks like there's another walking castle keeping pace with you guys, but you can barely make it out in the fog, so it seems like it's not close.
Hey kid, I don't think you would happen to guess that walk-in castles are pretty common?
Nope, they've suggested that this thing was unique.
Well, maybe I just need to go back to bed because I think my eyes are playing tricks on me.
I see it too.
Oh, crap.
Go ahead and make perception checks. Ooh. Okay. So as you guys are going along and noticing, you start to notice that like the other walking castle looks almost like exactly like your walking castle, like with the layers and the features on the outside. And as you continue to look, you notice that there look like there's 2 people on the terrace. Look eerily similar to both of you guys, looking back at you.
Oh no. Mega Catamaru. Like, very clearly we can see this?
I mean, it's still hazy because it's through the mist, but your perception checks were good enough that you feel pretty confident that these 2 people look eerily similar to the 2 of you.
Okay, I'll like take a few steps out and put my like pole arm above my head to see if it's mimicked.
It is.
I'm gonna ping everybody like once every round with message, just letting them know that they should get down here because there's something weird happening. And the last one I'm gonna send is to Zathir, saying, "Are there more castles? Because there's another one out here."
Do you send to Syl first or me first?
I was gonna say, yeah, who do you send first, and what's the exact wording of the message you send?
The message you would be sending to everybody else except for Zathir is, "There's something weird out here. You should come down."
Okay.
And it would go to Cease before Syl, because
Okay.
she's less likely to yell at me. Not that Syl's very likely to yell at me, just
I was
more
gonna say,
likely.
I don't think Syl has ever yelled at Gedry.
You're
But
kind of
Yeah.
just in Gedry's vicinity. As soon as I get the message from Gedry, I will, like, wipe my hands on my apron and immediately come downstairs. Still wearing an apron.
Okay.
That's what message back in, by the way.
What was that?
I swapped the message cantrip back in.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, Cease.
How's a 27?
All right. And which door to the outside terrace where they are do you go to? You go through.
Does Gedry tell me which direction they are? Or is it literally just something weird, get down here?
Something weird, get down here.
Okay. Well, I've always gone out the western door and gone north. I don't know if I'd go through that first door though. I'd probably end up out here.
Okay. Cool. In that case, as you're walking out, you also see the walking castle. You see the two, like, apparent, like, Kata and Gedry's out there, and you also see what looks like yourself walking out on the terrace, analogous to where you are on there.
Okay.
And Syl is going around the south side. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't decide, so I rolled for it.
That works. Yeah, when you get out there, it's just foggy. What was the message you were sending to Zathir specifically?
Are there any other walking castles that you know of in the Outlands?
Zathir was like, there are some others, but they tend to be smaller than this one. This is the largest they know of.
There's a mirror of this castle out here. I'll send him the second one.
You get back and like a minute later, the castle stops, and when the castle stops, the other castle stops as well.
How far away is the other castle?
It's hard to tell because with the fog, you can't really see anything else to get a sense of distance. Like, you can barely see the castle and the people on the other one through the fog. It's like that hard to see.
I'm gonna holler for Renee. Renee? Is that the dragon's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler for Renee.
Okay. Renee flits down, and as you see, there's another dragon looking over there that flits down next to the supposed you at the same time.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Renee to fly over towards the castle, and when it starts to get hard to see us, fly back.
Okay. Cool. You see Renee take off, and you see the other one take off, and it looks like they're kind of flying towards each other. Let's see how long that takes her for coming back. Oh dear Lord. That's, yeah. So she barely gets like a few feet out and then comes back and is like, oh my God, I almost lost you. Jesus. Thick fog.
Okay, it's okay. All right. Let's go over here. I'm gonna go catch up with Gedry. Gedry, have we determined if this is magic fog or natural fog?
No.
Can we determine if it's magic fog? I'm gonna rephrase that. Can you determine if it's magic fog?
Possibly. I'll cast Detect Magic. I'm going to use it just with a straight first level slot.
So go ahead and do your perception check as you come around that side. Okay, you can see the castle off in the distance, but you don't really, you don't see any people on it.
I kind of walk up behind Kata and slightly elbow him, and I'm like, so what's this shit here?
Strange things are afoot at the base of this cylindrical tower, like that one, and that's us over there.
No, we're right here. That's just another tower.
Yeah, and there's people standing outside just like we are, and I know a good-looking fella when I see one, and that's me.
Oh, I was going to thank you for the compliment. No, I don't see anybody. I just see a big-ass tower.
Oh, well, there are people, and that's... I don't know. I know you're learning to do some magics. Do you have anything that'll create some sort of light or a signal or something?
No?
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should actually go ask the magic users, the experienced ones, and see if they know what's what.
All
I'm
right.
starting to freak out a little bit.
All right. Gedra, you were doing detect magic, is that right? All right. So you cast it. You sense, magic from cease a little bit. You sense magic from the dragon, a little bit from Kata and Syl when they walk up. But from the fog or anything out in it, you don't sense anything.
The fog doesn't seem to be magical.
Can I do a nature check to see if I've ever encountered anything like this?
Sure.
Please be really good. That is not really good.
Oof.
That is
Yeah,
a no.
You've never even heard of anything like this
I've never
happening.
seen reflective fog before.
Yeah.
What is fog?
Right.
It's not quite that bad.
Almost. Is it a mirror?
It seems to be a mirror.
Okay.
Aside from the fact that it is walking the same direction as you guys, and then when it stops, it stops. So the walking castles have stopped, but the people seem to be mirroring everything.
Okay. I want to I'm gonna pull my amulet out of my tunic. That's the one that has, I think it's continual flame or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull that out and let it shine and see if I get the same thing over on the tower.
When you pull it out, it does seem like the light isn't as light as it normally is. Like it feels like it's being suppressed in some way. But also give me another perception check to see if you notice on the other side.
15.
As far as you can tell, it doesn't seem like the same thing happened on the other side.
I said, well, I guess I can. We'll see if they respond back. Hey, over there.
Hey, over there.
Oh crap.
Guys, my amulet's really muted. It should be much brighter than this.
I mean, it's the Outlands. The fog could be natural, but have some kind of magic suppression effect. I don't know. I don't know that it does. I just don't know what could be possible here.
Where in the Outlands are we right now?
I assume somewhere between Cursed and Excelsior.
Right, but where we are could have this.
Xavier might know. I did send him a ping, so he should, I hope, be joining us. That's why the tower stopped, I assume.
And I'm like now looking for him.
Okay. Anything else you guys are doing while waiting for Zathir or want to try?
Think of anything.
As a non-magical person, I don't know what I can really do.
I can send my familiar out there, but
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are like keeping an eye on the fog in the other castle, and then all of a sudden, like all of the fog disappears, and the other castle has disappeared too. And Zathir walks out and is like, "So, what's this other castle you were talking about?"
And as he says that, I'm tucking my amulet back into my shirt.
Yeah. As soon as the fog started clearing away, it started shining again.
Apparently, you scared it off.
What?
we were surrounded by thick, dense fog, and
Yeah.
in the distance there was what looked like an exact copy of this castle, down to the people on it. But then you came, just as you came out, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was a coincidence or what, the fog vanished, as did the castle.
Strange.
You saw the fog from the window, though, right?
Yes. Yes. I did see it while I was up there.
So I don't know why it vanished, but the other castle seems to have been connected to the fog somehow.
Or only visible in the fog.
That's a disturbing possibility.
Like,
Yeah, I regret saying that now.
or, you know, maybe it's like a glimpse into the future or something?
Or, I mean, Kata's different. So, who knows if there could be other versions of us out there.
Oh, I hope not. I can only handle one of so.
As Kendry tries to grasp with the concept of a multiverse.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we can stay here if you guys want to investigate or take a look around or see if fog comes back. Or I can get the castle moving again.
I guess we'll get the castle moving and then we'll just keep an eye out.
Okay.
If it was still there, I'd say we should investigate, but it's not.
Well, I mean, one thing you could maybe do is you could set down the castle and you guys could check to see if you see footprints of another
tracks?
castle. Yeah.
That would make sense.
These things do not move lightly on the ground.
Yeah, that's kind of how we found you the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kind of want to see if the fog comes back.
Okay.
I know this sounds really weird. I don't know. I feel like there's something connected specifically to that fog. So if the fog returns, maybe then we should investigate. But I think investigating now could be premature. I could be overthinking this entirely, and it's okay. You can tell me.
If the castle is really there, then it should have left
Howdy. My name
impressions
is
on the
Bill.
ground as it moved.
Would
Which I
we
think
be
is
able
all-
to see that from here? These aren't small feet under these things.
Depends on how rocky the ground is.
Was the castle directly behind us? Like following directly in our path? Or was it
No,
offset?
it was alongside of you
Like
guys.
parallel.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, these castles aren't light. And they've got big feet. And I'm gonna take a stab as a player and say, I don't see any trees knocked over. And the DM can correct me if I'm
Do
wrong.
we normally
Yeah.
knock down trees?
You do not normally knock down trees.
Okay.
I'm just
I mean-
throwing that out there.
We've been in the tower for days. It might be nice to stretch our legs.
You guys want to go investigate? We can go investigate. Or I can send
Oh,
Renee.
an adventure! Claps his wings.
All right, Renee. If you go with us, I have one rule.
Huh.
If we say go home, it means you fly straight back to this tower. You do not second guess anything, okay?
But what if you need help? I can help.
But we need you to stay alive.
But I can breathe on things. I'm pretty good at that.
I know, but if things get too bad, we want to keep you as safe as possible, okay? I don't want you getting captured by somebody.
Oh yeah, that'd be bad. That was awful. Oh my god,
Yeah,
that was
I don't
terrible.
want that to happen again.
Okay, fine.
Okay. All right.
And
Alright.
Zather says, "Go. Okay, I'll go set the castle down for you guys." Goes, heads
Zather, I
back
set
upstairs.
alarms on the main entrances down here, so if you hear bells, get safe.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
I go back upstairs, and as I'm walking away, I tell everybody, I'm gonna go eat some of the bacon before it's cold, because cold bacon isn't good. And going out on an empty stomach isn't good.
Good. Flies
So
up.
there's that. And I head back up to eat whatever, I don't know, bacon, eggs, potatoes, whatever I
Yeah.
need for breakfast.
Renee's up there waiting for you for the bacon.
Oh, I absolutely just like throw together a quick plate and give it to her.
Yeah. Anybody else go back for breakfast first? Okay.
Genji's gonna dig into one of his ration packs.
All
My
right.
thought is it takes time for it to lower back down, so
Oh yeah, it's not a sudden thing. It takes a couple minutes. All right. So after you guys feel like, the shutter of the thing setting down, and you can go ahead and head out. Somebody want to give me a survival check to accurately head in the direction that you believe the castle was in.
sure. Those aren't the right dice, but I'll take it. That is a nat 20 for 28.
Nice. You are very confident you know exactly how far and which direction that the castle was in.
It's because I'm
You settled.
fueled for the mission.
Yes.
All that bacon. In fact, I'm
Mhm.
like still chomping bacon. I'm like, oh no, it's over this way.
Awesome. So you guys head out. You are in not a densely wooded area, but like there's sparse woods here and there. Not quite forest, but not quite like meadow or anything either. It's a little mixture. You're walking for about 20-30 minutes and you feel like, we probably would have seen it by now if it existed.
Does it look like we're about as far away from our tower as the tower was from us?
Yeah, that's your best guess.
I would like to do. I'm gonna call it an ongoing investigation.
Mhm.
Basically, I'm looking for anything that could be a sign of something causing the fog or a reflection. So like I'm looking for like mirrors hanging on a tree or some weird like I'm gonna say like device. Or I would even say device, but like, oh, a steaming this, or smoke from here, or a reflection, or whatever.
Fog machine here.
Oh, look, shiny. What's that?
Yeah.
That's basically it.
All right, go ahead and give me an investigation and a nature check.
Investigation.
I would like to help her.
Okay.
What is help? Is that
Advantage.
It's advantage.
Are you helping with both of those checks, or?
I am. I have proficiency in both as well.
Okay.
That matters.
Investigation is a 15.
Yeah.
And nature. My new dice are about to go into dice jail. And nature is a 6 or 12. Sorry.
Oh. So yeah, as you're searching around, you're not finding any indication that there was another castle there, that any reason why there would be fog or anything. Like the temperature doesn't seem right for it, the moisture in the air doesn't seem right. There's no other implements that you see around that could have caused it.
Guys,
Just basically a whole lot of nothing.
I have a really bad feeling that we may have been set up to leave the castle.
And I'm very glad I set up alarms at the entrances.
I feel like we should hurry back. I just got this really bad feeling.
Sure.
And like I hoof it. Like
Okay.
hustle.
You guys
I
hustling back with her, or just being like, eh?
And I'm
I'll
totally
hustle back.
pretending with Renee like it's a game.
Oh yeah.
I naturally walk faster than them anyway.
That's
But
true.
not really. It's still actually kind of leisurely for me.
Uh-huh.
What is Kata's speed?
40.
Yeah.
I actually cast Long Strider on myself.
Okay.
Hey, if you two leave Genji behind, that's fine.
I was about to say, I wouldn't try to keep up with you.
What's Gedry's movement speed?
30.
Yeah.
You're all slow pokes.
Meanwhile, Syl's like out ahead and just walking. Alright. You guys make it back pretty quick. Gedry bringing up the rear. None of the alarms have gone off. Nothing appears to be amiss when you get back.
No, I mean... Oh, never mind. You guys weren't cursed. I thought it was maybe going to be a remnant thing of that.
I'll send a mental ping with message up to Zathir just to let him know that we're back.
Okay. He'll reply is like, yeah, it's been quiet since you've been gone.
I don't know, are we maybe getting close to one of the gate towns? A weird thing from that?
I mean, who knows? Could also be a weird doubling of time.
Weird timey-wimey stuff. I don't like it.
Would have made more sense if it wasn't directly mirroring us, because then it could have been an earlier or later version of us.
These
Probably
things can
later, too.
happen when you fuck with time dragons.
What?
I quickly reach over and cover Renee's ears. Don't talk about her like that. She's a baby. And I give the evil glare.
Mm-hmm.
And
Isn't she like our size?
Oh yeah, basically.
Probably, yeah.
Little husky
It's
sized.
It's fine.
A large husky, really.
Yeah, large dog. It's
Mhm.
fine. So I go over ears. I'm like, Renee, I need you to do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Can you go up to your perch and keep an eye out for another tower? And
Oh,
if
yeah.
you see it, come and find me right away, or find Gedry, okay?
Alright. I'm on
Awesome.
guard duty. Woohoo!
And again, I evil glare at Soras. Like, seriously?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, welcome, Splenda. Yay. Glad you made it. Oh yeah, you weren't here last week either, were you, Splenda?
No, I was not.
Okay. Does somebody want to give her a quick rundown of events?
I was only present for half, so I don't think I should do that.
Yes.
Basically, we met a guy in the gate town who agreed to show us a way out that he'd heard of from Curse, since we couldn't really leave. It's kind of like a little prison gate town, which is cool. We agreed, but the contingency was we take his son, who's dead but not dead, kind of,
but also not undead.
Yeah. He's just a little dead. And we agreed, and we went through a junkyard, had some combats, had to go through a dragon skull. On the other side, we encountered some mercy killers who were looking for this guy, and combat again.
I think Radix just froze up.
Castle, because started looking into, a bunch of us got like marked or cursed, so that these people that we killed now know where we are at all times, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the super condensed TLDR.
Yep.
Okay.
We should probably check on the kid.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
make sure this wasn't just a scheme by the Mercy Killers.
They can produce things like that. We are in much bigger trouble than we assumed.
Yes, that would majorly upscale the threat I thought they were.
All right. Who's gonna go check on the kid?
I guess I will.
Okay.
Stairs, knock on the door.
Come in.
Come on. Hey kid, everything okay? Do you eat?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, we just wanted to stop and check something out really quick. There was some weird weather going on, and it's not normal, so we were just taking a look around. But we should be going soon again.
Okay.
Are you
Cool.
comfortable enough? You need something?
I'm fine.
All right. Well, bye.
Bye.
And I close the door.
Alright. So then, I'm assuming you guys tell Zathir to start moving the castle again? Or is there any reason you want to stay around?
I don't see anything else we want to do, but if anyone else has an idea.
No ideas from this peanut gallery.
Alright. And then, he gets the castle moving along, and for the most part, it seems to be a pretty quiet day. Moving on, normal weather at this point, just like you can see very far. It's cool, but not too cool, very temperate. Let's check something real quick. Hold on. Around dinner-ish time. Well, actually, everybody give me a perception check in general.
I don't like that still did better than me.
Well, at least you rolled better than you had been. Oh my goodness.
Mina, do you have proficiency in perception?
Do I have what? Sorry.
proficiency in percep? Like, are you trained in perception?
Yes.
Because I think rogues at level 7 instead of level 10 now get the auto 10 roll thing.
Oh, did they make that level 7?
It's lower. I think it might be 7. I can't remember the exact number.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, reliable talent is now level 7.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So what does that mean?
That means if you're trained in a skill, the minimum you can roll is 10 plus that, so 16 in your case.
So
Okay.
instead of an 8, you get a 16.
Okay, got it.
Cool. All right. Nonetheless, Kata, Syl, and Cease are the only ones who notice. You all just like randomly, as you're getting ready for dinner and whatever, happen to glance out one of the windows towards the spire, and you notice like normally the spire is the straight up tower in the middle of the Outlands. When you look up, it looks like the bottom is over here and top is over here somehow. Like it's detached in some weird way.
Almost like we found a bug in the coding, where you go underneath Stormwind or through the wall of Mortimer or whatever.
Yeah.
They did during BC and Classic.
Yeah.
There's some tomfoolery going on here.
What are you... Hold on, what are you... Oh.
Yeah, this doesn't look right. This looks very, very wrong.
I'll, go to the other window. Go to back to the first window.
Yep.
Different
Same.
window.
I feel like we're getting played.
And as you're looking at it, I would say 5, maybe 10 minutes after you first notice, it suddenly snaps back and it's just a straight pillar again.
I think we need a visit to town soon.
I
This
think I need
almost
a
seems
visit
like
to a doctor. A physician, a cleric, a healer, or something.
it's like the stories that the pirates would tell, how suddenly there were, mermaids, beautiful woman, but then has the fish feet, and they're not actually like that. They're just the water and desperation playing tricks on their brains, and I think that's like this walking castle version of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like it.
Maybe tomorrow I'm just gonna stay in bed.
Is Zathir actually sitting at the table? Okay. I just, I'm like, I don't know, whatever. I'm making whatever for dinner. I turn and glance back at Zathir. Can we hang up curtains? You're muted, Arlie.
Curtains?
Like coverings for the windows?
Oh. I mean,
Or
I
shutters?
have to get some fabric and make some, but why?
can get
It's so
creative.
pretty.
Oh, it is. It's just creepy right now.
Creepy. What's wrong?
Like the tower was like, brrr, and then it went brrr.
What?
Kata, how do you explain this?
I don't know, the top half of the spire was in one place and the bottom was in a different place. If you cross your eyes and it creates two things, it's like I do the thing with my thumb like this. Like that. But then it.
Yeah. That probably, I would assume it was just an optical illusion. The spire's the spire. Like, nothing can really affect it.
We didn't get any alcohol when we stopped at the last town, did we?
And cursed? No, you do not.
Yeah.
That would have explained what I'm seeing if I was,
Yep. I just want to drink now, and there's no alcohol in the tower. Because we drank all of it. By we, I mean me.
I was about to say, I don't think there was a we there, lady.
The next town we go to, I need to buy alcohol.
Is there
Weren't
anything else you
we-
guys want to do on this day? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Weren't we heading to like Super Holyville, we think? So what are the odds of them having a liquor store?
Hey, holy wine can be a thing.
Yeah, the dwarves, they call it their holy water. It's like 50%.
Listen, if I'm gonna use it for cleaning my soul, they don't need to know.
Is there anything else you guys would like to particularly do on this day of fun adventures?
Not look outside anymore.
I actually like the window right by the table where I'm making all the meals at. I like figure out a way to like hang something there so I don't have to see through that window anymore.
Okay. You have a makeshift curtain.
Like I just take like a bed sheet or whatever, and I'm just like do. That's fine.
Cool. All right. So next day, let's do the see if we can remove the marks. Boop. Hada still has his. Still has this.
I feel like he has to roll like a nat 20 to
Not
get
quite.
rid of it.
Not quite.
Probably pretty close. Probably pretty close.
Maybe.
Um,
Oh, go ahead.
Yellow circle person, the kid that we're having with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, that's the son who's the ghosty kind of person who needs to go to the next town you're going to anyway.
Okay. Also, does this person have a name?
Felix.
Okay.
So next day, passes pretty uneventfully for the most part until the afternoon. Whereabouts would people be in the afternoon typically? Like, what kind of thing? Where? Say late-ish afternoon.
I'm going to live up to my promise of staying away from windows, basically, and I'll be watching, like, I'll kind of be just, like, watching this map, because it's kind of, like, cool and dynamic, right? Just like the outside.
Yeah.
And I don't see any windows here.
Yeah. And you can see the ground, like, changing as the castle's moving through it and everything, and the stone guy who controls it all is just, doing his thing. How about everybody else?
Gedru would be sitting at the table just snacking on stuff.
So we'll be in the library with his Arcane Magic for Dummies book and kind of trying some new magics.
Okay.
I am whittling.
Okay. Like, I don't want to notice anything at all.
I'm making like a checkers set,
Oh,
basically. So I'm whittling with intent, not just like,
Okay.
here, let me make shavings for everything.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah.
I'd be leaning back on a chair by the table, like freshening up my makeup.
Okay. So Cease, Mina, and Gedry, go ahead and do perception checks. Okay. Mina and Gedry, you both notice a little bit of like movement from where like she had put the curtain over there over the window, and as you watch, it looks like there's like a little canary like sticking his head in and looking and then like backing back out again.
I ignore it and resume doing my kohl around my eyes.
Okay.
I'll walk over and just open up the makeshift things. The covering.
You open the covering she put over the window?
Yep. I don't even know why it's there. It's weird.
Yeah. It's the south one here.
Oh. Then yeah.
So you open it and there's this little canary that's like looks at you big eyed like and then he flaps away really quickly.
Do I notice him take the covering off?
You do notice that he opened up the window, but you don't see the canary.
I'm just gonna look at him like, why?
There was a bird.
We're opening our home for all the animals then?
I wanted to see what it was. It was poking around trying to get in.
What kind of bird?
Little yellow bird. Then it flew away.
Like size of your hand yellow bird or like size of your palm yellow bird?
Because of his head. Like, if you've never seen a turtle's hands, they're like palm and then claws. They don't really have fingers.
Yeah.
More the palm.
Would I be able to deduce that it was a canary?
Yeah, it's a logical assumption to make.
He'd tell you it was a canary of some kind, I think.
I wonder if it was the same canary that was here before. The one I had. Were you here when I had a conversation with a bird, or was that Kata?
I honestly don't even remember.
I think it was Kata. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you told him about it afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah, Sorry. I think my dog farted.
Oh no.
She just jumped up really fast, and now I'm like, do I need to be concerned?
Yeah.
Is that warfare? Well, if you see it again, tell me. I do have an ability to talk to animals, oddly enough. Something my mom taught me.
Okay, well, I may have just startled it and may be back shortly.
Probably. We did have a rather interesting, alarming conversation. You know, the whole, who are you? And it fluttered off. I don't know.
How old are you?
Yeah. Close enough.
Don't birds usually have a territory they stick to?
Some do. Some are migratory. Some are just wanderers.
It's weird we've been traveling for days since that last happened.
Makes you wonder if it's just been parked on the top of our tower and that's where its nest is, maybe. I don't know. If you see it again, let me know. I'll see if I can commune with it and find out if it's the same canary. Stinking canaries. I don't think I've really seen any since we've been out here. I go right back to whittling.
Yep. Okay. Rest of the day, uneventful. Nothing else happens. Next day again, do the rolls. At a
For perception?
no. For
Those
removing
are-
their curses.
Ah.
Nope. Not even close. Alright. Remind me, so Kata, where was yours? Yours was on your hand, I think. And where was Sill's?
On his cheek.
Chica, yeah. Alright. Cool. Oh, birds aren't real. My brain was trying to break up those words in different places than they actually were and being very confused.
Birds are rentals? What?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Next morning, the castle stops and they let you know we've arrived at just outside of Excelsior. This place is generally not a bad place to be in as long as you don't have bad intentions. So you guys should be fine.
We could perhaps take some time to check our supplies and make sure we're well equipped.
Mm-hmm.
Give us some time to get used to the city. We need information for the Mimir anyway.
What do you mean by bad intent?
Well, like, like if you don't want, you're not gonna like take advantage of people or hurt people, do bad things.
I'm just glancing at Silraz this entire time, nodding my head.
Don't like, I wouldn't suggest like stealing anything or breaking in anywhere
Looking
or
at Mina, nodding my head.
Just, keep on the straight and narrow and you'll find.
Yeah, it's loud and clear. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Are there any things you guys want to do before you head to the town?
Grab the kid.
Grab the kid. Oh yeah, Felix. This is where he was going. Right.
Let's deal with him first. We should get some information about the city along the way.
Mm-hmm. All right. Change the map. We're just going to the, the holding because there's no real map for this, so. Load up. You can do it. Do you guys see a thing?
Yeah, the giant fox head and the enormous skull Mimir, I think.
Yeah. Did not change for me. Let me try.
Gizmo?
What the hell?
I think that's our walking tower, guys.
Oh yeah, the missing one came to this town.
All right. So as you draw close to the town, you can see floating gardens and palaces orbiting the tower structure of Excelsior. From amid the tallest buildings rises a tower of alabaster and gleaming colored glass that reaches into the clouds. As you near the tower, your Mimir rings like a bell and its eyes pulse with golden light. As you enter the town, this guy, send an image of what he looks like to you. Oh gosh.
Well, there is a face there.
Yes, there is a
How is
face.
that?
Biblically accurate
Yeah.
angel.
Yes. He floats up to you and goes, "Oh, welcome to Excelsior. Can I help you with finding anything or getting around our lovely town?"
I look at Gedry. Blatantly too. I'm like,
The kid Felix needs to go somewhere. He would know more information. I also need to approach the gate for some information, but not pass through.
And Felix goes, "Is like, yes, I need to go to Mount Celestia."
So he probably needs to pass through.
Yeah. Well, the lantern's like, "Oh, well, that's very easy." And he, like, one of his wings, he points up towards the big tower in the middle, and he's like, "Up at the top of that tower is the gate. Anybody is free to walk up the stairs to it, and when you get to the top, there are two guards. Just let them know what your intentions are, what you want to do, and it should be fine as long as you don't intend to do anything bad."
I just have a question. Can Gedry come back down the tower?
Yes.
Okay.
Why wouldn't he?
Not every town has the same rules as you guys.
Oh, yeah. No. As long as you're not doing anything bad, you're fine.
Perfect. Thank you.
The last gate town we visited was cursed.
Oh.
He's a little antsy.
He literally is like, "Oh."
Yeah, nightmares.
I actually don't know anything about this town. Can you give me the basics, maybe?
Oh, yeah. So, this is Excelsior. We are attached to Mount Celestios, the plane that is, where a lot of celestials and things like that are. And as he's explaining this, you look around and you notice like there are all kinds of various types of celestials and humanoids walking around. They all have like golden skin or platinum skin, or really like seem like they're shining with some kind of radiance about them. Like everybody who is here seems to be infused with holiness in some way. And he just explains like, this is we like our peace here. People get along, like look out for each other. It's overall a really good place to be.
Thanks. I appreciate the information.
Wish we could stay longer.
Well, if you would like, I can guide you straight there, or you are free to go on your own. Either way.
I think we'll probably be fine on our own.
Okay. Well, if you get lost, just look for any one of me, and we will be more than happy to help. Do you guys head straight towards the stairs and all of that? To the gate?
I don't think we had anything else imperative. I mean, I think the first idea was to deliver Felix.
Yeah, we're also trying to get like some impression of the town, but I think we're already getting a pretty good impression.
Okay. Yeah, as you walk through the town to the tower, it's very peaceful and serene. There's people going about their daily business. Like, nobody seems like they have a real care in the world. Like, it just feels very peaceful. When you get to the stairs leading up into the clouds, you can't see the top. The stairs are like golden, and the walls on the side are like this brilliantly mosaiced just design all up. It's like gorgeous to look at, absolutely beautiful. Let me double check something real quick. Hold on. Kata, Cease, and Gedry, you feel like you can hear like the most angelic and beautiful like choir song coming from up above at the top of the stairs. Like you can hear this.
Oh, that's really pleasant music there.
Silraz, as you're looking at the walls on the sides of the stairs, rather than seeing this gorgeously colored mosaic, you see a bunch of different scenes depicting judgments being passed and sentences being passed on people, and images of various kinds of shame and repentance.
This place is horrific.
You just don't like nice things, apparently.
So motions to the walls, and he's like, "You call this nice?"
By any metric, kinda, yeah.
I didn't know you were that sadistic.
Is that what you call this?
Murals of people being punished?
That's not what we see.
Is that what you call this? As punishment? It looks beautiful.
Murals of punishment, suffering.
Silraz, that's not what I see.
No, that is not what's here.
And I describe to him what I see.
No, you guys are blind, because what I said is exactly what's here.
I think we're legitimately seeing different things, Silraz. I think those are meant more as a warning based on your character.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
Magic-y things.
I don't think it's the magic-y things, because I'm seeing nice things. I think it's that his standards are a little bit more free.
That's a nice way of calling me a dick.
I think it's more that you've got strong convictions that affect your open mind at times.
That's a really kind way to say loves brutality.
Yeah, well, he was raised that way. Nature versus nurture. I can only work with so much here.
We are all mortals. We all have our own little issues and problems. These places are paragons and do not necessarily mesh well with us. This is just not the kind of place that a soul like Silraz's would be suited to go to for an afterlife. Which is not a judgment. There are other places that would be much more welcoming to people like you and less welcoming to me.
What do you mean, people like me?
Rude. I like
it. It is rude, actually. But we'll get in, we'll get out. Just keep it under control so we don't have to worry about fighting our way out.
Yeah, I guess just keep an eye out to see if anything changes. I mean, if we're seeing different things, perhaps it might change to be more than just seeing.
Okay. Do you guys start going up the stairs?
Yep. As we start up, I'll just tell Zell, like, if it gets worse, just let us know.
Now we're hunted by all the angels of Mount Celestia.
That's how it usually goes with us.
It's true. You guys do have a knack for making friends. Alright, so you start going up the stairs. Like I said, for Kata, Cease, and Yedri, like, it's just, as you're drawing closer, you get more and more feelings of, like, welcome and wholeness and goodness and happiness and peace. Silraz, can you make a wisdom save, please?
This is why I said let us know if it gets worse.
Mm-hmm. You're okay so far.
So far.
Yep.
What do the curses look like?
Oh, it's like a glowy, like shimmery kind of brand, basically.
Okay.
I don't have a design for the actual art of it, but
Okay, but it is kind of like a rune or of some kind that's been put on.
Yeah, essentially. All right, you guys continue on. As you're going up, you get a good sense that these stairs are like at least a mile up, so it's going to take you like a good 20 minutes or so to get up them. There's like various ramps and plateaus as you're going, so you can rest a little bit. So Rez, go ahead and make a wisdom save again. Oh.
Yes.
Is it too late to give him guidance?
Yes.
Also, that doesn't work on saves.
Yeah.
Wait, I have inspiration.
Okay, go ahead. Great if you rolled lower, that would be hysterical. Okay, you're lucky. Cool. You guys continue up.
Do I feel anything when these saves are happening?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope.
Oops,
You
forced alignment.
save, so everything seems fine. Make another save. You're spending a lot of time on the stairs. Okay, you're good.
Very, very good.
Let's see, how many saves was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, do another.
I figure we're getting near the top now.
Mm-mm.
One of those was an inspiration save too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So this is only the third.
The fourth.
Okay. Yeah, this was the fourth one. Right. All right. So Silraz, you are walking up, and suddenly you are overcome with a memory of something like vile and awful that you did in your past or happened to you. Either way, and you take 1 point of exhaustion. So you suddenly feel very weary.
And he kind of, like, mid-step, just kind of, like, stops and grabs the handrail. I assume there's a handrail.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of, like, almost looks like maybe he got woozy.
So, Siraj, you good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, just memories. Nothing.
All right. I mean, we can go back down. We don't have to go up the tower. Only they do. And I point at Gedry and Felix.
Nah, I'm good.
How far up the tower are we?
You are about 4 minutes in.
Okay.
Of a 20-minute journey.
There we go. So we're like a fifth.
Yeah.
That's like 15 more saves.
Yeah.
Well,
and then we have to go back down.
So we're not far in. So if you start to feel more tired or whatever, or I don't know, whatever you're feeling, like, just say the word. We can come back down. We don't have to. I'll come back down with you. And I fall in line behind Silraz now.
Okay.
And the bad part is exhaustion now lowers your d20 rolls, so all future checks get harder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because all of your saves, your spell DCs, I think.
Yep. All right, so you're continuing on? Okay, make another save. Okay, you're good.
Are these, like, as he's going, he's seeing these things, are the images and the mosaics, like, getting worse?
No.
Okay.
They're consistent on what they are. Right. So go ahead and make another one. Oh. That's another memory that overtakes you and another point of exhaustion.
And he...
Do you still die at 6?
Yes. He stops on the steps, grabs his head. I'm gonna wait for you guys at the bottom.
I'll come with you.
And he turns around and starts walking back down.
Okay. Make saves going down. First one.
Take care. As he leaves.
Disconnected. Are you kidding me? Whatever. Yep.
You disconnected his character?
No. I got a message that I've disconnected from VTT, but I still saw the save, so I don't know. Yep, so that's another memory.
Because
Another
isn't
point
that
of
a
exhaustion.
-2 to that 9?
It was actually a -4 because it's 2 per level.
It's 2
Yeah.
points? Oh.
The whatever the test version was 1 point per and went up to like 10 points.
Yeah.
Now it's 6, it goes to 2 points per.
Okay. Make your next save.
Your speed also lowers.
Okay.
That's a
You're
0.
at how many points now? How many points of
failing-
exhaustion?
Failing this one is now 4 points.
Okay.
You
Go ahead
just
and make-
die on the steps to Mount Celestia.
How does this manifest in your character? And I'm assuming Cease is going back down with him, right?
Oh yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
right, like total like best friend moment. My arms around him, trying to help him down the stairs.
He is just constantly woozy. Looks like he's about to pass out. Kind of half stumbling down the steps. Keeps grabbing his head. And he's definitely moving a lot slower than usual.
You said you're at 4 points now?
Uh-huh. Go ahead and make the next save.
-8 to the save.
Ooh. Ooh, you're okay. You're okay. Make the next one.
No.
Yeah, not so much. All right. So you're at 5 points. Go ahead and describe what's going on with you right now.
When that one hits him, he stops. Well, he stumbles actually down a couple extra steps, and then stops and drops to a knee, and just grabs his head with both of his, grabs his head with both of his hands, and just kind of grunts or moans.
Okay. While he's doing that, you see two like literal angels fly up, and they're like, "Oh no, this is no good," and they're like, we will help your friend get back down to the bottom, so like he's okay, because this is not good for him."
I see this. Where are you gonna take him? Where can I find him when I get to the bottom?
Oh, just to the bottom, just off of this, because this is not.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
No. All right. Do you fight them at all, Sills? Like, do you try to like resist at all?
I don't think I have it in me to resist.
Okay. All right. So like they gently like take you by the shoulder, basically under the shoulder, and like carry you down, like fly you down basically to the bottom of the stairs, so you're okay. All right. So Kata, Mina, and Gedry, did you guys keep going up to the top?
Yep.
Okay. Let me fix this real quick. Oh, gosh dang it. Sorry, VTD is being dumb. Hold on. They can still move 20 feet per round. All right. When you get up to the top, there are 7 more steps on a dais that lead up to the gate itself. Guarded by on either side of that dais are 2 guards that I just revealed on the thing. They look like that. And they look at you and they ask, what brings you to the gate of Mount Celestia?
We are guiding someone who needs to pass on.
When you say that, and they look at Felix, and they're like, "Oh, young one, you need to pass through the gate?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's where I need to go." And they kind of like stare at him, and they're like, "Okay, you can pass." And they like gesture for him to go. Before he leaves, he looks at you guys and just thanks you all for helping him escape Cursed and make his way to his new home.
Well, that's sad, but I guess good for him.
Is there anything else that you need with the gate while you're here?
Yes, I have a Mimir that has been damaged and needs information about various gate towns to repair itself. I just need to approach the gate within a certain radius and for it to collect the information that it needs. I don't need to pass through or anything like that.
They look at you for a minute and they're like, "Okay, you can approach."
I'll walk
and
forward
as you go up those last 7 steps, you just get like almost an overwhelming feeling of goodness, and that choral like angelic music is just like ringing all around you. And tell me what you say about Excelsior.
Excelsior is the gate town to Mount Celestia. The town is well stocked with angelic creatures. This gate is at the top of a very tall tower filled with a spiral staircase leading upwards that seems to be inhospitable to those not of good alignment, but lets others who are more suited to Mount Celestia pass freely. I think that's it.
Okay. All right. And when you record that information in the Mimir's thing, its eyes light up glowy, and then it goes back to its rest again. And then do you guys start heading back down?
I guess so.
Alright.
Oh, this one has just been really pleasant.
Well, except for Solraz.
It's a joy.
And all the stairs. I mean, it's a lot of stairs.
It's a lot of stairs, but, you know, we can... Yeah, that's unfortunate for him, but I'm having a great time. Though they could use some different music. They just keep playing the same thing over and over again. But, you know, it's catchy. It feels like it's going to be in my head all day.
Alright. You guys get back down to the bottom. Have Silency stayed at the bottom of the stairs or close by?
I've stayed wherever Syl is.
Wherever the escort angels put me down, I passed out.
Okay. They pretty much put you down right at the stairs, and they were about to be like, So you really should not go back up those. And then they realize that you passed out, and then they look at Cease as she walks up. It's like, so for his own good, he should really not go back up those again.
I'm getting that idea.
Yeah, that's not good for him.
Thank you so much for bringing him down here.
Leave him in your care. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Flit off. So as Mina, Kata, and Gedry walk up, Silraz is passed out on the ground, and I guess Cease is sitting nearby, or like...
If he's on the floor,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am kneeling right next to him.
Okay. Cool. That is what you find when you get there.
Oh, crap. Is he okay, or he doesn't look good?
No, he's not doing well. He collapsed on the way back down.
We'll heal him or something.
I don't see anything to heal.
Oh.
Yeah, like this isn't... Oh, I don't think this is a wound I can fix.
Do we need to, like, leave this wonderful place because of him?
I can't carry him yet.
You could perhaps try to buy a cart.
Well,
It's fine, I can do it.
Well, so, you guys don't have to leave. I think I can have my fire elemental teleport him. And I'll go with him. Because they can only teleport 15 feet. So we'll just teleport 15 feet and I'll walk, and teleport 15 feet and I'll walk, and it's fine.
As you're having this conversation, another guy will walk up to you guys. He does not have his sword out, so do not be alarmed.
Is that a cat person or a hyena person? I really can't tell.
More of a dog person.
Okay.
This one, he actually has more of terrier-esque features than what is shown there. So. But he walks up to you guys and is like, "Oh my goodness, is your friend okay? Does he need help?"
He's not good.
But we're not sure what's wrong.
Yeah, so he's not okay. I just need to get him back to our house. Back to home.
Was he attacked?
No, he had I don't even know, an episode? I don't even know what's really going on. He just grabbed his head and screamed and collapsed.
Just standing here?
Well, we were in the tower, and the angel said that he shouldn't go back in the tower.
Oh.
And the angels brought him here to the bottom of the tower. So I think I just need to get him home.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, as a relief, I'm an investigator, so I was curious, like a crime had happened or something. You know, I was worried. I was also wondering, like, because I saw the other three of you coming back down and thought maybe you might be able to help me, but can get your friend to one of the houses of healing to be watched over for in the meantime, if you want, for him to rest.
You sounded like you know what happened.
I mean, so Mount Celestia is a place of goodness, pure goodness, and sometimes if people who are not purely good go up the stairs, they have issues.
I mean, we're mortals. I don't think we're purely good.
Well, I mean, you three seem to be fine. And he points at Kata and Gedry and Nina.
I would say maybe good enough.
You talk about a house of healing. What can they do for him?
I'm not entirely sure, but he would be in really good hands and make sure there's no, further harm or anything to him while he's recovering.
It might be worthwhile. We're not in a particular rush.
I'm not okay leaving him with strangers just because I know how he would feel about that.
You could stay with him. They would not make you leave.
That might be best. Unfortunately. I don't want you guys to have to leave the town, but I definitely don't want to have Syl wake up and be surrounded by strangers. That would not bode well for them or him.
I mean, it might just be best to, if it's possible, to get him to recover before we travel back.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, how far away from the tower are we? Like,
you guys are like
our tower.
Oh, your tower? Oh gosh, like a mile.
Yeah. Okay.
At least. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be best that he does recover beforehand, but at the same time, I don't want him to wake up and like me at least not be there.
Okay. He makes a gesture and a couple of more similar but different, dog feature people come over, gently pick him up and support his head and all that good stuff to make sure he's being carried carefully.
And I do the whole like, oh, mind his tail.
They're like, oh, okay. Sweep it up. And they carry him over, and they take they take him over to a nearby house of healing, and the person like does an examination, and they're like, oh, I think he just needs to rest for a while. It might take some time.
How long is a while?
So in new rules, is it 1 level of exhaustion per long rest?
Long rest, yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. It probably will take a few days for him to recover entirely.
What about just waking up?
That, I mean, it kind of depends on him.
Okay.
He kind of looks like he's on death's door, if I'm being frank.
Yeah. We will take care of him and make sure he's okay.
Is there someplace I can sit to stay with him?
Mm-hmm. They bring over a chair and set it next to the bed. After all of this, the original dog person who came over looks at you guys and is like, so I know you want to stay with your friend, but actually the reason I came over was I was curious if you guys might be able to help me with something. The rest of you, maybe?
I think you mentioned an investigation.
I suppose that's the least we could do for housing our friend in time of need, right? That seems fair.
We're waiting until he wakes up anyway, so we may as well help out.
No. If you help me with my investigation, I would absolutely compensate you for your time. That's only fair.
Well, can you tell us about it first?
Mm-hmm. And first of all, he says, my name is Variel. I'm in a bit of an unusual predicament. There's been some locals that have been disappearing from Excelsior for weeks. My investigations led me to a tiefling named Sincerity, who has been seen near many of the places where people went missing. Recently, I saw her enter a garden, and an individual there vanished soon after. Sincerity is being questioned at our headquarters right now, but unless the interviewers turn up something or we have found proof in some other way, we have no real ability to keep her longer. I have my suspicions, but I can't accuse her specifically without more proof. And that's where I was thinking you guys could come in. You're not from here, and I'd love to get a visitor's insights into the situation and see if your outside perspective could reveal anything new.
Oh, I mean, how? Wow, that's a lot there. Maybe before we talk to this person, we could try to maybe see where some of these disappearances happened or something, like get our own view before going in. Is that weird to say?
No.
Think that way, Gedry?
I could take you guys to where they've disappeared and talk you through what we know. I could also take you to where her apartment is. If it's not unlocked, though, we really can't go in. You know, that kind of stuff. So.
Sure. When was the last person missed? Like, is that the right way to say this? When did they go missing?
The most recent person was a dragonborn named Adore. She was last seen in her home and just disappeared. Nobody has any information about what happened to her, but they did say that they thought they saw Sincerity visit her at some point that day when she disappeared.
Have any of the alleged victims been seen to disappear before someone's eyes?
No. Yeah, nobody's actually seen the disappearance.
This Serenity, is she like new to town or like?
No. Serenity's lived here for about 30 years.
What does she work or do anything like that?
No. I mean, there are some people like myself who have jobs, but other people just, live and exist. I think she spends some of her time volunteering time to play instruments for the various children in the city. But aside from that, I don't know of anything.
Yeah, maybe we could start at the Dragonborn's home, I guess.
Yep. I would be happy to take you guys there for the beginning.
Okay.
So is everybody except for Cease and Syl going to go to do the investigation? Or is Syl just randomly going to wake up and be like, no, I want to go do things?
Want to be part of the adventure with everyone else.
Yeah.
Split the party, let's go.
Even if he woke up, he probably wouldn't feel good enough or care enough at this point to help.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so he will take the three of you. The home is just like a little apartment in the middle of the city. And you go in, nothing looks suspicious at all. There looks like there was a meal that was being eaten that was just left, but aside from that, there's no obvious evidence of fight or anything like that happening.
Maybe like a window, like unlatched, or
Nope, nothing like that.
okay.
Could I cast Detect Magic and see if there's any traces of magic left in the room?
Mm-hmm.
I will do that.
Yeah, let me just look real quick. I never remember exactly how Detect Magic works for some reason. It's such a common spell, you would think I would know, but
it's one of those ones that's like it's so loosely defined that.
Magical effects. Okay.
Like I know there wouldn't be anything here, but like if I'm making like an investigation or Arcana check along with it, then maybe I can find the traces of something that was there.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and do an Arcana check.
Okay. 14.
Okay. I needed to look up something else real quick. Oh, that's right.
And then as Gedry's doing this, I'd probably like take a look outside to see if like anyone is like watching the apartment.
All right. What would this be? You pick up like very faint after residuals of like transmutation magic, basically.
There's some kind of transmutation magic that was used here.
And what were you doing, Radix? I'm sorry.
Just taking a look outside, like as he's casting his spell, I open the door and just kind of look to see if anyone's like watching the apartment.
Okay. Do a perception check.
A 23 is just fine.
Yep. You don't notice anybody particularly paying attention to the apartment. What would Mina be doing while they're doing this stuff? Investigating.
I'd probably be walking around and looking for any interesting things to grab and stick in my pocket that I probably shouldn't be doing that to.
What would be interesting as Mina sees it?
Anything that looks like it might be valuable to the right person. Like, you know, any kind of collectibles or anything that's particularly shiny or anything made out of an unusual like metal or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, there's nothing really like that you can see. If you start like opening up any cabinets or anything, would you do that, or are you just looking like where you can see things?
I would probably do that if I don't see anything just laying around on tables or whatever. And I would like look like I'm, you know, doing something useful while I'm doing it. Not like I'm purposefully.
Right. Yeah, so as you're going through things, you do notice that Viriel is paying closer attention to you as you start going through things a little bit. But yeah, you don't really find anything that seems like it would be useful or you would think that you would be able to sell to anybody. It's all like mundane, everyday kind of stuff.
Okay.
You mentioned transmutation magic. And Burrell is like, oh, that's interesting. Wonder what would cause that.
From your description, if they were being vanished, I would have suspected conjuration of some kind. That's where most teleportation magics fall. But transmutation suggests more that they were changed somehow.
It's interesting.
Do you know Serenity is a magic user?
As far as I know, she is not. I've never seen her use magic.
I mean, tieflings all generally have some magical tricks from their heritage.
That is fair.
This would seem to exceed the normal inheritance, though.
Then maybe we can go run the same check at her home.
At Serenity's home?
Yes.
Yeah, we could go look there.
But if they were changed into something and they're still in her home, then I should be able to identify what objects they were turned into, if that's what happened.
Okay. So he takes you over to Serenity's home. It's it's another apartment at the top floor of an apartment building. When you guys get up there, he checks the door and he's like, it's locked, so unfortunately we can't really go in. We'll just he's like trying to think of something, and at that moment another one of his, like, it looks like a subordinate of him walks up, and we want to make perception checks to hear what he tells them.
But not 10.
Yep, sorry. I'm not at all.
Not even close. Would Mina be trying to hear what the guy's telling him?
Yeah, probably. She's nosy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Bless you.
Oh. You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So Gadri and Kata don't hear, but basically the guy comes up and tells them there's a situation with somebody causing a commotion down the square, and it needs his attention right away. So then Viril turns back to you. He's like, I am so sorry. I have to go take care of something real quick. I will be right back as soon as I can.
Do you want us to just wait here?
Yeah, that's probably best. And then we can pick up our investigation when I get back.
Okay.
Okay. And he hurries away. In the meantime, what do you guys do?
Mina, can you do something about the door?
Did you say Mina?
Yeah.
Oh, what? To like...
He said it's locked. If it were to somehow become unlocked, the investigation could continue.
Let's see what I can do.
Just a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
I would like to cast a minor illusion over her so that it looks like there's a crate in front of the door.
Cool.
Did that roll? Yeah, there it goes.
Hey! This is like the simplest child's play lock you've ever seen in your life. Like, as soon as you start to work on it, it just pops open and you're like, oh, look at that.
Oh, it wasn't even locked. It was just jammed.
I would make a kind of like very pleased with myself smirk sound. Like,
If that dude didn't walk away, I was totally gonna do get down, Mr. President, through the through the door.
All right. So are all of you going to go in, or anybody going to stay outside? What's the plan?
I think we should wait for Varial to return. He shouldn't be long, and then he won't have any questions about whether or not we planted anything inside.
But he already knows it's locked.
I leaned up against it. I'm a big, heavy guy, and there was a click. I thumped against it a little bit when I leaned. I'm a bad liar. Please don't make me lie.
Great. That's why maybe... I don't know, how long does it take you to do your magic check? You don't even have to really poke around. It could be fast.
I can go fast.
I can see at the door and you guys can check really quick, maybe?
Sure.
I
Let's do
can
this
try.
quickly. I'll cast Detect Magic as I go in.
All
Use the
right.
spell slot again.
Inside you find a cozy but simple living space, kitchen and bedroom. There's no immediate evidence of anything sinister. And for Mina, nothing that looks like it would be worth more than 5 silver pieces.
Okay.
Let me see. You were doing Detect Magic?
Yep.
Okay. You get a faint ping of magic out towards the terrace, out back. And
So
if
up
you go
behind
out,
it?
yeah, if you go out there, you see that there is a cage that is holding 8 sunflies in it.
I would like to pick the cage up, if I can.
Mhm.
And just walk out the front door with it.
Okay, you can.
There is active transmutation magic in the cage.
Oh, okay, I was puzzled.
I
What's-
suspect...
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, did you say you were looking for transmutation magic specifically?
Oh, sorry. No, I was looking for magic, but if...
Okay. It's not transmutation magic that you sense with them. This is
Okay.
what they look like. They're
Wait.
just little magical dudes.
There was a
basically.
cage. I totally missed that.
Yeah. Cage with those little guys in it.
Okay. Are they like jittering or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They glow in a bevy of different rainbow colors.
And did Variel say how many victims there were that had gone missing?
5.
5. That he knows of.
Are these like real creatures?
I don't know.
Um,
He didn't
I-
think Serenity was a spellcaster, but these are magical.
I would walk up to the cage and like tap the side of it, kind of like someone tapping on the glass at a zoo or something.
Mm-hmm. They just like look at you like expectantly.
They're kind of cute.
Idri, with transmutation magic, when you change something into something else, are they just now that new thing, or are they part there or not there?
It
How does it work?
depends on the exact spell cast. The higher level, the more powerful the magic that you use, the more powerful the effects, the longer it can last, and things like that. I suspect this is permanent, but
Arlie,
possibly reversible.
is the cage locked?
It is not locked. It just has a simple latch holding it closed.
Please don't let them out, Mina.
I would pause with a hand on the latch. Why not?
If what I suspect may have happened is that Serenity may have somehow transformed the missing people into these sunflies. And if that's the case and you let them out, they may escape and they may never be recovered.
Oh, okay, I guess that's a fair point. We can't just leave them here, though.
Well, no, I took them out of the cage out of the building, and we'll see what Variel has to say.
Fair enough.
I don't know how to dispel magics at this point.
Wait,
but
you said these are sunflies? What are they?
I'm calling them sunflies. I don't know what they are.
You can do an Arcana check for that.
You call them sunflies. They're like, I don't know. 16?
They're things that exist. You know that they are tiny celestials. They're typically kind of chaotic, but definitely good. They just, hang out. Some people keep them as pets.
Are they inherently magical? So they would show up under detect magic.
Yep.
I would take like a piece of dried fruit out of my purse or something and like shove it through the cage slots and see if they take.
So one does take it and holds it in its little claws, and then it's like, do a insight check.
Okay. There it is.
You get the distinct impression that he's waiting for you to let him out so he could take the thing you gave him somewhere.
I would kind of like in a baby talk voice. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't let you out right now.
What? No, of course you can't let it out. Gedry told you. Wait, why would you let it out?
I just said I wouldn't.
Okay.
I think they definitely want out, though. That's for sure.
Well, if you were imprisoned, I'd want out too.
I mean,
we just had that experience in Cursed.
Yes, some critters don't mind being in cages, I find.
Okay, so are you guys just gonna wait like that?
Is it weird that we just have these things that we shouldn't?
I would like to ritually cast divination while we're waiting. It'll take 10 minutes.
Okay. You do it.
The question we'll be asking is, like, are these sunflies the missing people?
And is that the Will-Woe, like...
Nope, this is divination. No. The DM offers a truthful reply, which may be a short phrase or a cryptic rhyme. Okay. It doesn't account for circumstances that might change the answer, like the casting of other spells.
And you're asking specifically if these things are the missing people?
Yep.
Okay. You get back a, no, it's not the missing people.
Okay, I am wrong.
Still, they indicated that, the door was locked, we shouldn't have this, but perhaps we saw them on the ledge of the terrace. If their owner is not able to take care of them, it would only be caring, thoughtful to make sure that they were cared for.
If Serenity's been held and questioned for a while, they may need to be fed. So this could be an act of generosity.
But it doesn't look like it's trying to eat it.
Yeah, it's still just holding the thing, waiting expectantly. Piece of dried fruit, right?
Yeah.
I
mean, it really looks like he just wants to take the piece of fruit out. I don't know that they're going to eat it.
Well, it's not one of the missing people, so we could try letting that out.
I mean,
it would really help if Cease was here, because she talked to animals.
I mean, I know I'm actually pretty decent at handling them. So maybe, if it's like any other sort of bug. I could just like hold it in my hand or something. Very gently.
I can always open the cage door just enough for you to gently grab one and see how that goes.
Oh gosh. Okay. You
Someone other than me. My hands are.
It's all right. I got it.
I would open it up just enough for him to slip his hands in and grab one.
Kata, go ahead and first do either a dexterity or like acrobatics check to like get one without letting it get out, because it's going to try and get out.
I mean, it's the same roll, I guess, so acrobatics it is. 16, that's okay.
Yeah. So you reach your hand in, and the one that's holding the dried fruit immediately tries to squeeze past your hand to get out, but you manage to like grab a hold of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like looking around, like confused, like it doesn't understand why you're not letting it go.
I don't know, like set it on the ground.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you set it on the ground, it jumps up and starts flying down the hall, like carrying the fruits.
That's interesting. Should we follow it?
I don't see the point of letting it go if we don't.
Shit, and I go after.
Okay. You guys follow it. It flies down the stairway, out the front, winds its way through the town, goes out the front gate, and is continuing out into
like this is a
outside of it. Yeah. And it seems like it has intent, like it to you seems like it's going to a specific place.
She has fucking carrier pigeons.
As long as the other two keep following it, I will too.
I was gonna say, do you guys continue following it outside of town?
I am, but I'm also going to summon my familiar and send it to go find Cease, and make a fuss, and then lead her back to where we're going. Like, fly high and find us and come back down, kind of like, like we're going that away-ish.
Remind me what your familiar is.
It's a white eagle.
Okay. And in what way does it make a fuss at Cease to try and get her to go with you?
It's going to land near her and start squawking really loudly.
Cease, what do you do when this happens?
I'd like to think at this point, Gedry and I have been around each other enough to have come up with some type of an arrangement, knowing that we have familiars. So if I see like this bird jumping around on the floor, flapping its wings and screaming at me, I'd be like, Gedry sent you, didn't he? Okay, all right. And I like fold up my woodling and everything, and I brush the shavings off my lap, and I throw it into my backpack, and I do a quick check to make sure Syl is still like out.
Is Syl still out? Yep. Okay.
I'm like,
I'm sure the hospital is very thankful that you just left a bunch of wood shavings on there.
Well, no, like not on the floor, but like I brushed them off into like a trash bin or whatever.
Okay.
Sorry, no, I need to be that.
Someone won't be welcome back up on the tower.
Jeez. And then I tell the nurses, whoever, the caretakers, that I'll be back shortly. Apparently there's something urgent that my friends need, and I write Syl a note in like our friend language, whatever.
Yeah.
And tuck it into his hand.
Okay.
So it's actually on his person. and I follow said bird.
Okay. Do you cast Launch Strider on yourself to help you get up to them faster, or?
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool. So you guys follow this little sunfly for a while. Right as you get to where it's going, C shows up and joins you. What you guys see is there is an enclosed wagon sitting in a soggy dell outside Excelsior. It appears to be made more of mold and moss than timbers instead of wheels. The wagon rests atop what appears to be 6 giant rolled up pill bugs. A rickety door stands at its rear. And you see the sunfly fly into one of the windows of the wagon. And like C shows up just in time to see that as well.
Well, that's gross.
What's going on?
So what was his name? Varial? There were people disappearing from the town. They thought it was this tiefling. She's not magical, and I don't know. It's possible we went into her home and found this cage, and she's detained, and we were gonna take care of them, and then one got out, and we followed it, and here we are.
Are they animals or?
Well, that's
bugs,
one reason I sent for you was because you can talk to animals. But it led us here, and this looks bad.
Ominous. And I totally hand off his bird back to him.
I'll scratch it on the head. It'll just perch on my shelf for a bit.
So, alright. So hold on. So you guys followed how many of these things? 1?
Yeah, but there were 7 more.
Where are the other 7?
In the cage still.
Gadriel's up the cage.
In a cage, in a hallway, with the door open to a locked apartment.
Does Gedry has the cage on him? Okay.
Oh, you did take the cage. Oh, okay. Amazing.
And so I'm gonna look at the cage. Do I recognize what's in the cage?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh no. 16.
Yeah, they're little rainbow glowy bugs. You think they're probably called sunflies. They're some kind of celestial animal, whatever. Just at that moment, as you guys are doing all of that, you hear a yell of frustration from in the wagon, and a loud crash, and then the little sunfly comes flying back out and flies right by you, like it's going back to town. And it doesn't have the dried food anymore.
Did it just deliver it to its owner?
But the tiefling was the owner, and they have her.
Are we sure that the tiefling didn't steal them from somebody else?
No.
You're muted, Endis.
Yeah.
If it's returning to Serenity's apartment right now, then these could have been used to exchange goods between Serenity and an accomplice.
Okay.
And there's someone in that
Lace.
that thing, yeah. Because we heard the yell of this crash.
Does the wagon have any windows?
It has the one window that the sunfly flew in and flew out of.
Okay, and I assume it has a little door or a hatch or something too?
Yes, there's a thin door in the back. A rickety door. That was the word.
I would like to try and sneak around and see if I can catch a glimpse of the person or thing that's inside.
Sure.
Do you need me to roll a stealth?
Yes.
While Mina's doing that, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay. Alright, 22 stealth. 1 second. Oh. Okay.
Oh my
1
god.
second to resolve some things. All right. All right. So you were trying to stealth and do what exactly?
I just wanted to catch a little bit of a glimpse to see who or what's inside.
Oh, to peer in through the window?
Or like maybe like slightly open the hatch slightly. Just something that would be stealthy but not super obvious, and just to get a feel for who's inside.
You could either peer through the window or try to open the door and peer in. Either one.
I guess I'll try the window, assuming it's it doesn't have a curtain in front of it.
Yep. You sneak around to the side, open the window, and you see this guy inside. Unfortunately, he is looking directly at you when you do that.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Not so much on the stealthy.
I would immediately run back to my friends and like, oh shit.
Right after she does that, the door flies open in the back of the wagon, and the seemingly old man-ish thing that is looking at you is like, "What are you doing here? What brings you here? Get away from here!"
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you first.
We one of our flies escaped. We chased it here.
Your bugs? That was not one of your bugs. Did you steal them?
We're bug sitting. The person's currently being interrogated. We wanted to make sure they were fed and taken care of during the time that they're not with their owner.
Interrogated?
Yeah, I don't know the details exactly.
Well, you should get out of here.
Oh, is over here not safe? I'm not familiar with this area.
No, it's not safe for you.
Oh.
We're
Very well then.
Not here for trouble.
Well, go on, get.
Okay, guy. Relax. We're going.
Is there only one wagon?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in the area, or are we in like desert plain?
It is it's like in a soggy dell in the like forested little area. So it's like marshy almost, boggy.
I would say something like, "I'm so sorry, darling. We definitely didn't mean to disturb you. We were just curious where it was going."
He's like giving you guys a hard look, and he's like, "There is nothing to see here. Go away."
Okay, if you say so. And I'll turn around and walk away.
Why would Serenity's flies be coming to you?
I'm gonna walk over to Gedry while he's asking that, and just take the cage and start and walk. I'm gonna walk like I'm walking back towards town.
Right.
But I'm not going really fast.
Yeah, as soon as Gedry says that, he's gonna attack, so you guys should roll initiative.
I didn't even get to talk to the bugs yet.
I know.
Gedry asked the right question.
Yeah.
ask the bugs that question.
Genji's also like, the people they're missing are probably in the goddamn wagon. Why are we leaving?
My initiative did not give me advantage like it normally does.
Oh, strange.
Okay. So for me, take the bigger one, because yeah.
Oh, the right click now has super advantage options too.
Super advantage? What?
Roll 3 dice and get the best of the 3.
It also has super disadvantage options.
I don't know how you get super disadvantage. Like, you get Elven accuracy for super advantage, but
oh my
I don't know,
goodness.
but you could probably
five levels of exhaustion give you super disadvantage.
I don't know. I kind of want to do it just to see what it does.
That's wild.
Oh, wait till we're not in combat.
Yeah, it is 3d20.
That
Still
was
rolling initiative.
I have a +7 to initiative.
Wow, these
man,
are some
our initiatives are
amazing
trash.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah,
just me then, huh?
he's obviously about to attack. Kata, you get to go first though.
So he's like up in Gedry's face already?
No, he's still standing at the back of his thing, but it looks like he was getting ready to cast like a spell or something, basically.
Okay. Then I'm going to then I breathe in really quickly and I get, a faint bluey glow as I rage. So let me turn that on. Rage, go. Okay. And then I'm going to, bonus action. As part of the bonus action, I get half my movement. So I'm going to use that plus any remaining movement to get up to it and use one of my unarmed strikes to prone it. Now, I don't know what the rule is for it. Do I just have to hit it and it makes a saving throw now?
I believe so.
Quick question. So I ran to the bathroom real quick while initiative was going. Did he attack us? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
He was getting ready to attack you. Like, he was about to cast the spell, basically. So.
Okay.
Kind of just beat him on initiative.
Yeah, hold on. The target must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw. And I can either push it or prone it.
It would be great if somebody could incapacitate it. Because then we could dimensionally shackle it and take it in.
Then, yeah, I'm going to prone it. So it needs to make a strength or dexterity saving throw against my strength DC.
Did you need to hit it first? Or
I don't. No.
Wow. Okay.
It's just like the grapple rules.
Amazing.
And so my DC would be...
Wow. There's also like, there's super advantage, disadvantage, super advantage, and then you can also type in a d20 plus like some modifier too. That's interesting. Huh.
So it's a 10 plus DC
Ooh.
15.
You got a 19 on that.
Okay, so like he either agiled out of the way or whatever, and then I'm gonna, with my second attack, try again.
Okay. Oh, not natural 20 that time.
Well, that was movement bonus and my attacks. So I guess that'll be my turn.
All right.
Is it this dude's turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As it starts his turn, I want to take my reaction.
Okay, what's your reaction?
Is to do my branches of the tree. I touch the ground and this guy starts to glow. It needs to give me a strength saving throw.
Okay. Is this a magical effect or?
It's just a feature. It's not actually a spell.
Okay. Cool. You said strength saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a 14.
That's a fail. It's at 16 DC. So he's basically teleported next to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna interject my put him at an angle to where I am between my friends and it.
Okay.
So it's teleported there, and its movement is now 0 until the end of its turn.
That's cool. All right. Do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to decide what he's going to do. Ooh. Gedry, make a wisdom saving throw, please. Ooh, so close. All right. You're frightened, and you are seeing manifestation of your deepest fears all around you.
Okay. I hate this spell. If it is the spell I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I don't think you take damage right now, though, so.
If it's a spell I'm thinking of, it could be a hag effect, I don't know, but there's a spell that's like this, that if you, try to reach through it or walk through it, you take massive damage.
Yeah. Let me see, at the end of each of the target's turns, so, okay. Cool. Cool. Cease, it's your turn.
Okay. First, I need to confirm how big is the cage that these bugs are in?
So they are tiny beings, and there are 8 of them, and it's just kind of like your standard bird cage, but slightly bigger, you know?
Define standard bird cage. My bird cage is currently almost floor to ceiling.
Right. Yeah, that's true. A bird cage, you would normally put a little songbird or something in, but slightly bigger. So they're kind of stuffed in there.
Okay. Emerus is announcing her disapproval of this. Okay, so because of the size of the cage, so it's if it's a small, a wheat cage, then I'll just clip it on my belt. But if it's a cage,
yeah,
that ain't happening. Is there a rock nearby, like right next to me ish, that I could just set the cage on? Okay, because I don't want them obviously in the throes of battle. So I set the cage over there. I'd like to use a free action, because I've already cast Speak with Animals, to tell them to stay safe.
Okay.
But don't go anywhere.
Okay. Did you open the cage, or you're just setting it? Okay.
I'm just setting it down. But if I open the cage, if I have to open the cage for their safety, I'm gonna tell them. I want them to know, this is what we need from you.
Okay.
And then, is there a space near the bad guy that I can summon my fire person, my fire spirit, and not have Kata take damage from the 10-foot AE that it will spawn?
Yeah, because he's right next to Kata. So if you would have, you could spawn him
away
5 feet away from him, and he would still be in it. That's about it. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, my creature has reach, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's where I would summon the spirit. Extra points if it's near the cart, and I can ignite that on flames. I'm just saying, I'm open to options.
And all the evidence. No.
Only Gedry's worried about that. I have other priorities. Distract and destroy. Then I need a dex saving throw from the big ugly guy.
Okay.
DC 16.
That's an 18.
He sucks. And with that, I will have my dude attack. What is the roll for that? Oh, it's a 5. Okay. So this plus 5. That is horrible.
Aw.
That is an 8 to hit.
Okay. And that's fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does an 8 hit?
Oh, an 8 to hit? No, I'm sorry.
I was
That
gonna
was
say.
the hit. My bad.
Yeah,
No.
that was not the damage. That was
Sorry.
to hit. That was for
Nope.
the thwacking.
Yeah, no, you miss.
I miss on the haya.
You miss very badly.
Yeah, I figured. I was like, that's not a good roll. That's a really, really bad roll. Oh. Sorry, it'd be an 11 to hit, not an 8 to hit. I can't do math. Either way.
Yep, miss.
Still not good. How far away from Big Ugly Guy am I?
You guys were probably like 20 feet or so, because I think Kata had gone up to him at the wagon, basically. Or,
Yeah, I ran
Yeah.
up to it.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And
I
then
was-
you moved him to the side, so you were between him and them. Yeah.
And I was on the other side of Gedry
Mm-hmm.
to the big
So
bad guy.
probably like 25 feet for you.
Okay. I'm gonna minorly increase that distance away from the big ugly guy
Okay.
by like an extra 10 feet. And I'm gonna
Are you
take
moving? Yeah.
I'm taking the flies with me.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Is that it for you?
That will be the end of my turn.
Mina, your turn.
Okay. I guess since I started walking away, I guess I'll turn around and go up to him and
Mhm.
attempt to attack him with my short sword.
Okay.
Does a 16?
That's a miss.
Okay. Well, then I will attempt to attack him with my dagger in my offhand then.
Well, did you get 2 main attacks at this point, or no? Oh,
Rogues
right.
never do.
Yep. Okay, never mind. Hey, that's a hit. It's a crit.
Also, rogue things.
Yes.
I'm sorry. How are we rolling crits? I always forget.
So it's one set of max damage dice plus modifiers, and then roll a second set of the dice, then add them together.
Okay, so then that's 8 plus 4 plus.
Your sneak attack damage.
Oh, sneak attack. Right.
On your sheet,
So-
if you just right click the damage for that and select perfect crit, that's our crit rolls.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
that's what that means. Cool.
Cool. Also, will that add my sneak attack damage?
No,
No,
you have
you
to
have
go
to-
down to the sneak attack and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So my sneak attack is 4d6.
So
Yeah.
that's
So go
20
down to the
totals,
sneak
yeah.
attack button and do the right click and see if perfect crit is there.
It is. Okay.
yeah.
It's good as a test, just to make sure it works.
Mm-hmm.
Try it.
Yep. That does.
Nice. Nice. All right. So
Cool.
total of 45 damage.
Ouch.
I will mention that it doesn't quite like The weapon doesn't seem to do quite as much damage as you would have thought.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Gedry, it is your turn. You're frightened.
Just in terms, because we don't have a map for this, so just in terms of layout, is there any way I can place a summon theoretically next to the hag that isn't next to either Mina or Kata?
You could place it next to, or right in front of,
My fire guy.
Cease's fire guy. Yeah, if you don't have reach on your guy, or you need reach.
It doesn't have reach. It's just it has a small aura around it that's got a 5-foot reach, which is pretty nasty.
Oh yeah, so you could put him like right on the other side with Cease's thing.
Okay, it shouldn't hurt it too much because your thing can teleport, right?
Yes, my thing can teleport.
Okay. It's a movement speed.
It's either
debuff.
hitting Kata and Mina or the summon thing, basically.
Okay. Movement speed doesn't affect this guy. Affect my guy.
Well, I can't with this spell effect on me. I can't see the guy, right?
Let me double check.
I think I can only see the images around me. If it's what I think it is.
Yeah, you just see the manifestation of your deepest fears around you.
Okay, I'm going to use a bonus action so I can see through my familiar's eyes because it's still perching on my shell.
Okay.
And now since I can see it through my familiar's eyes, I'm going to cast my Shadow Spawn in that spot where it will only affect Cease's thing.
Okay.
I'm casting the Despair version. Where's the spell again? I'm casting it at 4th level.
Okay.
So I'm just making sure my slots get used here properly. So yeah, the Despair version, any creature other than me that starts its turn within 5 feet of the spear that I summoned has its speed reduced by 20 feet until the start of its next turn.
Okay.
And there's no save.
Okay. That works.
So once it appears, because I cast it at 4th level, it also gets 2 attacks. So I guess I'll make 2 attacks. It does not have action stuff there. My stupid wheel is oversensitive. I'm just going to use a Chromatic Orb spell attack because it's the same.
Okay.
AC 23.
You hit?
It's 4 more damage than what this rolls.
Okay.
So 14 cold damage.
Okay.
And the second attack is AC 9. That one.
Nope.
So, no.
The one that does hit does seem like it doesn't do as much damage as you would have thought.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
Alright, make a wisdom saving throw.
AC, that's 23.
Hey, you save. You still only see, well, except for when you're looking through your familiars, you still see the manifestation around you. Syl, you rolled.
So it didn't save the out of the thing.
No, you saved to not take damage, basically.
Oh. Ooh.
Syl, you rolled initiative. Were you gonna do things?
No, I was just testing the double disadvantage thing.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. I was like, all right, Kat, it's your turn.
Sorry, I was just checking to see what something did. What does it do? Oh, it gives it that. Okay. So what does it take to fetch something from my bag. That's not considered a free action, right? Or is that a full
It's
utilize
an
action?
object. I think it's an object interaction or whatever they call it.
Which is a free. Okay.
Yeah.
It's-
Like you can do it once, just
Mhm.
but you can't do multiple things, basically.
Right. Okay. So then, I'm going to again try to. This time, not prone it. I'm going to try to grapple this thing.
Okay.
So that's a save again from it.
Is it strength because it's
I'll
grapple,
tell you,
or
it is strength or dexterity saving throw. It is a
Okay.
DC 16.
that's what? Oh. Sorry, one of the dice rolled over from a 1 to something else at the last second, so I was confused. That's a 23 to save.
Damn.
Boo.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't need to. Yeah, I'm gonna try to shove it over. So one more.
Okay.
This time it is still strength or dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, that's a 12.
Okay. Well, it is prone, and now that it is in the aura of Endus's thing, it has a minus 20 to its speed, and
So it can't stand up.
it
basically.
can if it has movement, but it takes
Oh.
half of its movement to do so.
Right,
It's
right,
a set
right.
amount now, I think, isn't it?
Nope, still half.
Oh. Cool.
Should be.
What did I say?
Let me
I
look.
thought they had changed that, but
I thought that was one of the things they changed. Yeah.
In here.
oh wait, that's 2014. Why are you showing me
Prone
2014
condition.
results?
Yeah, your only movement options are to crawl or spend an amount of movement equal to half your speed rounded down to right yourself and end the condition.
Okay.
If your speed is 0, you can't right yourself.
Oh, okay.
Then it is not grappled, it's just prone, so I can't do what I was planning on doing. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and use my object interaction to pull a chain out of my, like, the side of my pack.
Okay.
And call that my turn.
All right. Cool. All right. Mina and Cata, since you guys are right up on him, you notice that his eyes have turned an inky look, like they've become dark and inky. And Cata, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Super, I'm great at those. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Since, yeah, I don't trust that. Oh, come on. Okay, so I guess 14 then.
Yeah, you failed.
Yep.
Did you need me to roll 2, or was it just him?
No, just Cata. You are unconscious.
Oh. Well, okay then. Let me turn off my rage.
Oh, aw.
That's
didn't even think about that part. All right. Cool. Cease, it's your turn. He's still laying on the ground.
Well, now I gotta change what I was gonna do. Because originally I was like, oh, I'll just cast Enlarge on Kata. And now that's not an option.
I mean, you could make him bigger.
He's just laying in the mud. It's not going to be helpful.
You know what? If you enlarge me on just roll me on top of her first.
Say, enlarge him so he expands over top of the hag and weighs it down.
There we go. Yeah. I mean, it takes you from a medium creature to a large creature. So good. Okay, so what exactly from Cease's perspective am I seeing when Kata goes down? And is it Mina that also went down?
No, Mina's still up. She's fine.
Okay.
Basically, it looks like, Kata, knocked over the hag and then decided it was nap time.
So I have no idea why he fell over, just that he did fall over.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do a perception check to notice that his eyes changed if you want, since you're further away from him. But
is that gonna cost me any of my actions?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I think you also have a feat to make it not your action too.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere.
You notice that his eyes are darker now than they were before. You can deduce from your general magic knowledge that he probably cast a spell of some sort. I don't know that you would necessarily know the spell.
Dang it, Kata, why couldn't you have saved? I was ready.
Because I'm a barbarian.
Slacker.
This is why no barbarians rock.
I mean, to be fair, my level 8 feat was gonna be the Mage Slayer.
Mm.
I'm not there yet.
Stink. Okay. What is the range on that? Okay. I am going to cast Aid.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let's do. I think. I guess it would. Alright, so who all is right up against Knucklehead? Kata's on the ground and Mina, right? Okay.
Yep.
And then Gedry is between me and Gooberfish.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gooberfish.
Gooberfish. Listen, I'm gonna keep giving him all these weird names. Because that's what he is, and he's not going to be important enough to remember. So, Kata, Gedry, and Mina, your max hit point and your current hit point increase by 10.
Mm.
How would I mark that in my sheet? Just as temp or?
If you click on the actual hit point values, it'll get an option at the very bottom that says max hit point modifier. Just put 10 in there. It'll list us both.
Okay, thank you.
And then my wildfire spirit is going to Haija, hopefully.
I think you get advantage because he's still prone. He never stood up.
Hallelujah. 26 to hit.
Hey, you hit!
It only took advantage. That is 7 fire damage.
Does that count, for you when you cast fire spells, it goes through fire resistance? Does that count for your summon creature too, or?
I don't know.
I wouldn't think so because it's the creature's attack, not hers.
Yeah.
But I can cast through my creature.
Right, but you're not casting through it. It's just attacking right now, right?
Yeah, it's just it's a ranged weapon attack.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to read that further. I will let you know
Okay.
by my
Well,
next turn.
For now, it does not seem like he does as much damage as you would have thought.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
I've been playing a holy priest for way too long because my immediate thought every time you say that is, great, now I need to master spell.
Mina, it's your turn.
Okay.
Gonna stabby stab?
Yep.
Alright, you get advantage.
Well, you can destroy this thing. Concentration.
Cool. Oops, I clicked on my inventory. There we go. Okay, short sword, go. With advantage. Roll.
Hey, you hit him.
Cool. Do I still get sneak attack even though he's knocked down?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Well,
Yeah,
because you had advantage, because it doesn't matter. Yeah.
My summon's there too, so there's
Oh,
another
yeah.
ally.
The summons
ally.
count. Awesome.
And yeah, ceases too.
Oops, that was my short bow. There we go. Roll. Did that roll?
It's thinking about it.
Okay,
There you go.
rolled twice. The first one is the correct one, right? Or that was just a hit. No, that's my actual damage. Okay. And then sneak attack, which is down here. Okay. And then I will try to hit him with my dagger.
Still advantage on that.
Okay. Roll.
That hits.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Okay. Gedry, your turn. Oh, also all the things that were tormenting you have disappeared. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to bother with the bonus action to look through my bird's eyes.
No.
Then I'm just going to cast Chromatic Orb at it because we're don't know what else we can really do other than beat the crap out of it. It's on the ground. Does that have penalties?
I think it's
range?
only melee attacks that get advantage. Is that?
Yeah, I think it might get disadvantage from range though, or does it?
It says an attack roll against you as if you had the prone condition has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. Otherwise, that attack has disadvantage.
Just quickly double check my spell sniper feature. No, it doesn't say anything about prone. It's just, I ignore cover.
Yeah.
So let's make him make a save instead.
Okay. What save?
Debating options. Sorry. Let's go with an 8 saving throw.
What was
I'll
that?
cast int saving throw. I'll cast Tasha's
Yep.
Mind Whip at it.
Okay.
Oh, don't roll the dice first. Come on. Hit the cast button. I should never do that.
Yeah. That is a 15 to save.
It's DC 16, so it fails.
Yay.
So 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
And the rider is... That's Earth and Grasp. It's giving me the wrong one. Yeah, on its next turn, it can choose whether it gets to move or have an action or a bonus action. Only one of those three.
Okay. And that seems to do like the normal kind of damage to you.
Excellent. Now we can mind spike the crap out of it.
All right. Question: does Kata get a save?
Do I get a save? Please?
That's what I'm checking.
That would be
That's
great.
devastating if he doesn't.
I don't think you
Otherwise,
do.
I mean, if it specifically is eyebite, I think people could wake me up.
Yeah,
maybe?
people could wake you up, yes, but yeah.
What's that? Hit you with AoE?
Yeah, you don't get a save again. So you are still nappy time.
I'm managing the battlefield.
Good job. All right, let me.
Hey, we all know that the floor tanks are absolutely vital
Mm-hmm.
because otherwise the floor will rise up and smack everyone in the face.
I'm praying to the world tree.
All right.
Man, I could chromatic orb you and then bounce it off onto it.
Okay.
Be better if you were raging.
He disappears. And Kata, you wake up.
Oh no.
Are we still in
Oh.
initiative?
Nope, you're out.
Ah, I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, I'm going to burn his house down.
It's
That
that
definitely
wagon right
feels
there.
like it was a plane shift or teleport or something.
I also would like to just immediately go into his wagon and start snooping.
Okay. Yeah.
Not snooping, looting.
I
Excuse me, Mina sees those as the same thing.
I would like to have a conversation with the bugs.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just immediately just look right at the cage. So who was that?
That's the guy we deliver stuff to.
Why?
Sincerity said so.
Does he have a name?
Uncle Longteeth?
Okay. What have you delivered to him before?
Normally bottles.
How big of bottles?
Um,
And I show like the size of my finger, or like from like this finger to this finger, or between these two hands. You know, like I give like ranges.
So what was that dude's name again?
Uncle Long.
Uncle-
Uncle Longteeth.
Long teeth.
Yep. Like, I mean, we're small, so like we can only hold so much.
Right. So like this long, like this big.
Yeah.
Not real big.
Yeah.
Do you know what was in the bottles?
Glowy things.
Do you know what color those glowy things were?
Oh.
Gold glowy stuff. Do you know how Serenity got those glowy things?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do you know what it means if someone is a bad person? As in like an evil person.
Oh, they hurt people.
Yeah, that's Uncle Longteeth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? Why she have us do that?
I don't know. I'm hoping she didn't know either. But if we can find out what you delivered, we might be able to figure out what's going on. Would you help my friend Mina, and I point to Mina, look for stuff in the wagon to see if anything you delivered is in there? Awesome.
You hear a growl, and I rip the door off the hinge.
And I open their cage.
And they flare out, all glowy. And they like buzz around your head, kind of, basically, as you guys go in.
I'm also casting Detect Magic as we go in.
Alright.
I'm not taking time to ritual cast it.
I
I don't know how quickly this thing's coming back.
Yep. Detect Magic will go through things except for like lead and something else, right?
Yeah, the spell is blocked by 1 foot of stone, dirt, or wood, 1 inch of metal, or a thin sheet of lead.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you guys go in. His wagon is filled with empty, filthy cages. There is also a locked chest. That you do detect that there is magic inside of it. Blah,
I'll
blah,
point
blah,
that out
blah.
immediately to everyone.
Yep. And like, the other is like basic like sundry of stuff. It looks like he was making potions and various other things.
Do the bugs notice anything that they delivered?
Mm-mm.
Everything magical is in the chest.
Can someone check that chest for traps?
Too late. I'm taking my maul to the chest.
Oh,
He's not
dear.
even gonna let Mina pick it.
The minute
Gendry will absolutely start shouting if you start lift up the maul.
Same. The minute he lifts it up, I'm like, no. There could be breakables in the chest that are valuable. Like encased souls in vials.
Can I physically try to stop him?
I mean, you can try, yeah.
I will help her.
When we're sure that there aren't any trapped people in here, you can destroy the rest of the wagon.
You can burn it to the ground.
You try to ignore them stopping you and try and reason with you. You ignore them?
Oh no, I
Come to terms.
leave. Whoever was like the closest person to the door sees Kata pull out a torch as I'm leaving towards outside.
Okay.
I volunteer my fire spirit as a punching bag.
Oh no, I hold the torch up to your fire spirit.
Go for it. Absolutely.
Out of curiosity, where's the fruit that I gave the fly?
It looks like it had been thrown against a wall. Like he was very unhappy with that delivery. Like, what is this? Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, I would pocket anything that looks shiny or valuable or useful.
There's nothing like that. There is a chest though that Gedry has said it has magic stuff in it.
What type of roll do you need to check for traps?
I think that's an investigation.
Usually.
Yeah.
If you're proficient with thieves' tools, I think you get a bonus.
I am not.
I am, and I also have investigation, like really high.
Get
Go
the
ahead.
chicken.
Yep, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, Hag definitely doesn't have a trap chest.
Okay, that's not an impressive roll.
But oh wait, yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, so you get 15 as a baseline. You're cool. There's no traps on the chest.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Mina, can you pick it?
I will first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just reach out and touch the lock on the chest and put pressure on it with my fingertips just to make sure that nothing insane happens.
Yep, nothing happens.
Okay, then I'll start picking it.
Sleight of hand. Hey, the lock, you struggle slightly with it, but you get it open.
Okay, then I open it.
All right. Inside are 6 bottles, or like kind of like test tubes, basically. As soon as it opens up, the sunflies are like, it's those. You notice 5 of them have glowy, gold glowy kind of spheres inside them.
I would pick up a couple of those and take a closer look.
Please be careful with that.
Let's
test
not
tube
open them
with
until we get
glowy
them to
things.
burial.
I would just gently shake one of one.
I think that's human essence or celestial essence or a spirit or something. Like it's not.
Let's bring
careful.
them to Varial. He'll have more of a better idea what to do and to use them to confront sincerity.
Let's move this outside, please. I have things to do.
Kata, count to 20 and we'll be done. I look around to see if I can find just a small box to put the tubes in so that they don't rattle around and get heavily shaken.
Yeah, you can you find a little container and you can stuff it with like dirty, gross pieces of cloth to cushion them. But yeah,
I have
Gentry
handkerchiefs,
will.
it's fine.
Okay.
Genji will just offer you a scroll case that you can layer them in.
It's funny that you said that because I literally am already shaking one just out of curiosity.
Yeah, and like as she's shaking it, like I'm guessing you're holding it like this while you're shaking it.
No, I would have holded it around the top like the stopper, and then I'd be just shaking it from. Yeah.
Okay. As you're doing this, I grab your hand, and then I grab your hand with one hand, and I grab the vial with the other.
Do you resist her taking it from you?
No, I'd let go and then just be like, "Oh my God, darling, be calm. I'm not crazy. I'm not, going to break it or open it."
If this was your soul, would you want somebody shaking you up?
Would my soul know?
Possibly.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Just saying, I don't know. I don't know about you. I get seasick. I wouldn't want to be shaken.
Let's just get out of here.
Pack them into this scroll case. Is there anything else in the chest of note?
Let me double check.
Before Kata kicks us out and torches the place.
Especially if it's magical, because I'll be able to immediately spot it.
No, there is nothing else in the box.
Okay.
Or chest.
I invite them. I tell the bugs to come with me and stay with me for safety.
Yep.
And I step outside and I'm like, Kata, light it up.
Oh, you're not even letting everybody else get outside.
I'm gonna get. He's got time. They got time. They heard. It's fine. I know Gendry's right behind me. It's fine.
I've got absorb elements. I'll be fine.
I'll have you know I am flammable.
Then I wouldn't recommend staying in there.
So yeah, people leave, and then it's about a minute later. I come out and say, "Oops, sorry, I slipped." As the flames are hopefully doing work.
Kata, we need to work on your balance.
I don't think there was anything in there that Varial might have wanted to see.
For what it's worth, I did a very thorough check of anything even remotely interesting.
So, as the wagon starts to catch on fire, the what's it called? The rolled up pill bugs that were under it unroll and start trying to flee away, but they're attached, almost like they were like you would expect horses pulling a wagon or something, but the fire snaps the things and then they scurry off.
Did not know there were live creatures attached to that.
She did say when we rolled up that they were rolled up pill bugs.
How big?
I only got part of the notes.
They were giant rolled up pill bugs. So like
Oh,
4 pill bugs giant
Mhm.
size.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
To be
What do you
fair, I
guys
missed
do?
that too.
You know, if those things hold souls, maybe we should just deliver 5 of them.
Well, Varial wants the 5 missing people. If what was the 6th vial magical, or was it just the stuff that was in the vials that was magical?
All 6 are magical. Only 5
yeah.
of them had stuff in it.
I only see the reason to turn over 5 of the vials.
Bless you. All right. You guys are going to head back to town?
I think so.
All right. As you're walking back up to the does C stay with them the whole time, or is she gonna peel off to go back to the House of Healing, or?
I would go back to the House of Healing, and I'd let the bugs know, like, if they want to hang with me, they stay with me, they can. If they want to go with them, they can. If they want to go home, they can. It's their total choice.
We should probably bring them to Varial, just so that, like, they may have other people who can speak to animals. They may be useful in getting sincerity justice.
If they don't, they can come find me, and I'll translate for them. But yeah, whatever the bugs want to do, honestly, they have free will. It'd be wrong for us to take it from them. But if they're willing to help,
they were also participating in this crime, even if unknowingly.
Yeah.
So it's only right for them to help make sure that justice is done.
I say that to the bugs, like you have free will, it's your choice. I'd appreciate your help.
Yeah, they said they'll go with Turtle.
Okay. And I tell Gadri they're gonna go with you. Just watch out for him.
Yeah,
Poor little guys.
I'm just hoping they'll be useful in getting sincerity the justice she deserves, and then they can. I don't have any interest in keeping them. They can do what they want after.
Sounds good. Well, you guys know where to find me, and I head back to the healing house.
All right, cool. We'll come back to you in a minute. All right. As you guys are walking up to the apartment building, you see Variel's walking right up to it at the same time, and he sees you as waves, and he's like, "Oh, where did you guys go off to?"
Solve the crime. Sincerity's responsible. Well, partly.
What happened?
I leaned against the door just after you left, and there was a click.
Give me a deception check.
No.
Oh my god. That one. You leaned against the door and it just opened, you say.
Yeah, but that's not what's important.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
We found this cage in there. These little guys are magical.
Yeah, sunflies.
Yeah, we let one of them out of the cage and gave it some fruit because it looked hungry. It took off down out of town, and we followed it. It took us to a wagon, which looked old and decrepit and covered in mold. And inside there was a nasty hag-like creature, which got very belligerent. And the moment we mentioned Sincerity's name, it attacked.
Oh. Well, you guys look like you're doing okay. He seems really hurt.
We fought back and it fled magically somehow. It disappeared. But we did find in its wagon several vials that I think might be the missing people.
What?
And I'll gesture, or I guess I've got the case now, so
Yeah.
I'll hand it over. I'll open up the case and show him.
He takes it, opens up, and looks at them. Is like, oh,
I didn't want to risk opening them because I'd have no idea how to restore them, but.
Give me a minute. And he's like examining it, and it's like okay. And then he like uncorks one of the bottles, and the glowy like essence comes in and reconstitutes into a tiefling who looks very confused and disoriented, and he looks at us like, "Are you Yoey?" The tiefling's like, "Yes." "How did I get here?" He's like, "What do you remember?" And the tiefling quickly tells him about how Sincerity sucked him into a flask while he was in the Forum, and like gives him the whole rundown of what happened and everything. Mine's about being cheap.
Genju also mentioned that the sunflies were being used to deliver the files between Sincerity and the hag.
Oh, that's unusual for sunflies. They're usually very benign.
We questioned them. One of my friends can speak to animals, and they said that they had no idea what was happening. So they were misled in this.
Ah. But
we brought them along in case their testimony, such as it is, was helpful.
Cool. Yes. All right. Well, I don't necessarily like how you solved this one, but we've solved it. The people seem to be okay. We'll release and get the statements from each of them, and that should be enough. I mean, we don't really have a use for the sunflies, so you guys can keep them if you want.
We'll ask them what they want to do. Okay. One thing that may be useful to you would be the name of the hag creature. The sunfly said that Sincerity called it Uncle Longteeth. I'm not sure if that means anything to you.
No, but thank you. More information is better than less. That is very helpful. So yes, thank you very, very much for all of your help. And as promised, here's your reward. And he hands you over a purse containing 2,500 gold pieces and a brooch of shielding, which is sculpted in with a watchful K9 features.
I'm going to toss the gold into my personal inventory for now. Who wants a brooch of shielding? Can't remember what it does.
What does it do? Is this the one that like blocks magic missile or something?
Resistance to force damage and immunity to magic missile.
Mina would offer to take it just because it's shiny.
That's fine. I'm okay without it.
I mean, it's basically decent for pretty much anybody. It does require attunement. I'm already at max attunements.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any attunement, but I mean, I'm okay without it realistically. I have plenty of HP, so.
But more resistance.
All right. Well, you guys can figure that out.
Yep.
Meanwhile, after you've had that conversation, Cease, you get back to the House of Healing, and Silraz is awake and in a bit of a foul mood.
Silraz, you're awake. And hangry?
Outwardly, I actually appear very calm. You'd probably, from our history, probably recognize that it's a calm angry, but I am outwardly very calm.
I say that I speak as I'm walking in. I'm setting my bag on the chair where I had been sitting. When did you wake up?
Well, I heard the door, so I assume that was you leaving. So, right about then. I mean, nobody else has really come or gone.
I wasn't sure. There are healing staff here. I left a note.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, I think we helped. I'm not really sure. There was some bad wizard. I don't really know what it was. Named Uncle Longteeth. Weirdest name I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. No, I can't say that. But I think we found the people that were kidnapped, or their souls. Maybe? I'm not really sure what's going on anymore. This place is getting weirder by the minute.
There were kidnapped people?
Yeah, Gedry said something about it. There was a guy that found us at the tower when you passed out. So you passed out in the tower, and angels carried you to the bottom of the tower, and I was down there with you, and everybody came down from the tower, and somebody joined us and said that he could get us to a healing room, or healing house, which is where we're at now, where you're at now. And then the guy asked Kata, Gedry, and Mina if they could help with something. And then Gedry sent his bird to come get me because they needed help. That's when I left, and then I came back. It's really, I'm not even 100% sure how we got onto this task. We seem to be Team Fix-It.
Sounds fun.
It is exhausting. I did meet new bugs. That was kind of fun. They glow. Different colors. I don't know. I like plop on the edge of the bed. How are you feeling?
Like death.
Maybe you need more sleep? Are you hungry? Do you want me to go get you anything?
No, I think I just want to go back to the tower and sleep for a week.
If you want to, when do you want to go? If you want to leave right away, I'll send my familiar to go tell Gedry.
I assume they know where you are, so when they're done, I assume they'll come here.
Yeah, they went to see a guy about an interrogation he's doing. It might be a while. And I pull my feet up and sit cross-legged like I'm going to be here for, like, eternity or something. I'm just getting comfortable.
You guys settle in to wait?
We have never actually been to the House of Healing, so no one knows where you are.
So, that's the other question. When you guys are done with the Archon, does somebody think to look for one of those lantern guys to ask how to get to the House of Healing?
I think we would at least ask the question, so where did they take Silraz? And oh no, Gedry, your familiar found Cease before, right? Find her again.
Well, it can just lead us to where she was. And I'll gesture and we'll fly off.
There you go. Follow the familiar. So, it takes a little bit of time, but not too long before they get there. And I assume everybody is good to head back to the castle?
Yep.
All right.
Where did the bugs go?
Gedry still has them.
Yep, Gedry has them at the moment.
Are they like perching on his shoulders, or?
They're in the cage.
Yeah, put them back in the cage.
Okay.
But I am gonna say, like, cease. I don't know what the bugs want to do. I can't talk to bugs.
I like smile and wave at them when I see them, much to Soras's chagrin.
Varial didn't need to keep them around, so I didn't want to just let them go randomly. I mean, we could, if they want to stay here, they can stay here. If they wanted to come with us, the tower's probably relatively safe.
So I ask them, do you want to stay here or do you want to come with us?
Do you need to recast Speak with Animals, or would it still be? I don't know how long it lasts. I'm just
It lasts like 10 minutes, so yeah, I can just ritual cast it or recast it or whatever, yeah.
That's fine. They say that they just want to go and, like, explore out and stuff. They're tired of people for a bit.
I totally understand that. And I, like, open the cage door, and so I'm like, I open the cage door, I'm like, anytime you need anything, come find me. I will happily help you. Or
Okay.
If you need a safe place to hang out. We have a wonderful moving tower.
Oh. They express their appreciativeness and fly off.
Gedry, you look weird holding an empty cage.
You're probably right. And I'm just gonna look around for a trash can.
Cool. All right. You guys head back to the walking castle. Right as you get there, a smoke Miffet appears and deposits a medium-sized, grubby-looking worm that has a face that bears a really disturbing resemblance to Mina. It leaves it there and then disappears again.
I turn and look at Mina. What did you do?
I'm sorry, what looks like Mina?
It's a medium-sized, like, grubby worm larva thing, and its face looks almost exactly like your face.
So it's like as
a
big as Mina
grotesque
is.
version of your face.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't do anything. What the fuck?
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Because something just dropped that off here, and that looks awful lot like you. Ish. Sort of.
I have as many answers as you
Off
do.
the ugly tree.
Is it some kind of warning or some kind of message?
While you guys are having that conversation, the Miffet appears back. He's like, "Oh, that's from Uncle Longteeth for messing with his business." And then he disappears again.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Should have kept the cage. That's just messed up.
Yet another thing that is hunting us.
Is that thing alive?
I should not have tried to just capture that guy.
It is
I should
alive.
have.
How big is it?
It's medium sized.
Is it just laying there on the ground?
Yeah, it seems kind of like pathetic and sad.
Can we just leave it here, guys?
Can I tell what it is?
Arcana check.
17?
It is a fiend. It is a very common, one of the lowest kind of levels of fiends. And
So
yeah, night hags harvest them for use in vile rituals, and other fiends like to feed on them.
Lemures, right?
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah.
Why does it have Mina's face?
Well, it's clearly a message.
Soras stomps on it.
Roll to hit.
It's medium-sized.
Oops, sorry.
It's like trying to stomp on a husky.
Uh-huh. What did you pull?
You break your foot.
Oh, you hit it. Go ahead and do
No,
damage.
does that include the penalties?
For what?
He's still exhausted.
Exhaustion.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
that's
right.
a 1.
Okay, never mind. You try to stomp on it and you horribly miss.
I imagine like he goes to lift his leg and he just falls off balance.
Yeah, basically.
He's like sleep drunk.
Once he misses the stomp, he just kind of waves his foot, like, "Get the hell out of here!" at it.
Kata, do you feel up to dealing with that thing? Or do you want me to?
Yes. I like take the butt end of my polearm and just start to like push at it.
Are you trying to nudge it off the castle ledge? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. It just kind of rolls off. It's like, lugs away.
Go. Get out of here. Go.
Feel like I need 6 or 7 baths after seeing that thing.
Awesome. Other than
I need
that,
a
you guys
strong drink.
get back in. No problem. She forgot to look for alcohol in the town.
However, my character did discover that she has a half bottle of dessert red wine in her bag.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll pick up there next time. In the meantime, you guys can all gain a level again. So 8th level.
Ooh.
Yay.
It feels like we're leveling really quickly.
We are.
Yeah, I think it's just the nature of this campaign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I tried to go to edit and I got a DDB API error, unknown error 400.
Yay!
Man, above
errors!
VTT has all kinds of bugs.
Yep. It's having a time today. But that was good. One side thing that I will tell you guys now that you're done with it, what he was doing with the people that were being stolen was turning them into pill bugs and selling them. Like special pill bugs.
That's messed up.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean that his pill bugs carrying his thing were once people?
Yep.
Lovely.
Well, they're free now.
We heard about 5 missing people. We got 5 missing people.
Sure.
Yeah, they're free to be bugs for the rest of their lives.
And now we have something that can collect souls, maybe? I don't think we've spent any time to investigate that yet.
Yeah, I'll be
so-
identifying that later.
Yeah. I will send you the information about that in this.
Alright. Cool. That was not how I was expecting that. I was totally on board with like polymorphed things.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna just get like transmuted into like some like actual object. Like here's little dolls that used to be people or something like that.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. But, no,
And
it
of
was
course,
fun.
just the nature of this game, we are just gaining enemies everywhere.
I know. You guys are so great at that.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off. That was a cool game tonight.
Yep.
It's good.
You guys have fun.
Everyone.
Alright, cool. Night.
All right. And with that, we are done for the evening. That was interesting, even though I spent half of the session unconscious. However, that does some interesting RP things for my character on the back end, which, yeah, I'll have to explore that maybe next week. I will be back tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern. We'll be putting more work into Mythic Princess. And then Tuesday is going to be reset, and I think Fresh Run we might extend. I don't know. But yeah. So I will see you tomorrow night, and until then, as always, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. and have a great night.